Welcome to Preecaaap UFC 319. Dricus du Plessis versus Shamayv. Anyway, this is a good one. This is in Chicago, Illinois, at the United Center, a bigger arena. Got to keep that in mind. And I'm looking forward to breaking down this card. To just so you guys know, for the regulars in the chat, Kiwi, Raw Torque, Kiwi already. Thank you. Dave cannot be joining us tonight because his kid is coming back from college or something. He only gets to see his son like twice a year now because he's in college, and he's bringing his new girlfriend or something. So I'm like, all right, I'll give you the day off. So he's Dave won't be with us. So bear with me. I'm going to be trying to share the screens with the chat with the face-offs and the stats and the whole kit and caboodle, shit and shebagin. All right. So first off, Barry McCockiner, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I appreciate you asking. They brought us Borat, they brought us Triple G, and now they're bringing us Idiris. Is he the real deal? Is he a Shafkat, or is he just another fraud? We'll have to see.
Who's this guy? No, you're not going to see no fights on my screen. Hello. But anyway.
Well, he's talking about PFL, right? PFL's going on.
Yeah, I'm not going to share that because that's copyright infringement. But before we start, I just want to go over real quick just last week's Tapology group, because you know how we do that every week for Dave's Murderers Row. What's it? Group 926. Everybody join. If you get first place, you get a free T-shirt. If you get first place in this group. So the first name I see that's familiar is there I am. I tied for fourth, but Dave, not bad, not far behind me, down here at 9. And then that finishes off the top 10. There's Johnny K picks. I just wanted to go real quick through this. But we're all going to improve as of this week. There's Kiwi. And this week is going to be a lot better because last week there was so much chalk. This week there's not much chalk, guys. There's like 3 fights that are super chalky. The rest are really close lines, so it could go either way. So let's
hold on one second. Hold on one second.
What?
Shout out to Makanaco, Feely, and Matsumoto for hitting our plus money junkie parlay. Plus 1,100 for me, bro.
Yes, we did hit our 3-way plus money junkie parlay last week, which was awesome. And you the man last week, Chris. Thank you, Raw Torque. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. Starting with this curtain jerk. You ready, Barry? You ready?
Brother, I'm ready, dude. Let's get into it, bro.
All right. Let's do it. This is like so we got Idiris 10-0 taking on Joseph Morales 12-2 for Bopo. I think this is like a tough championship, isn't it? Like the Ultimate Fighter or not, or one of those things, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Yes. And tournament, I think I saw
tournament
Useless
final.
I saw Useless in the chat. Shout out to Useless, brother. We could use your expertise, bro, right here. I know that you watch this faithfully.
Useless, so you want a link? You want to join our show? I'll throw it out.
I need to know, even if it's just to break down this fight here, because you saw every episode. You know what? I'll throw it out there if he gets invite. Yeah, and I just need to know what these guys were like. Who's whose big dick was the biggest on the show right here? Who was it? Is this an easy read? Let us know, brother. But I did a little research, but I just I know anyway, that
Useless. If you're still there, right there's the link to come back stream or backstage for the StreamYard. And if I see you back there, I'll pop you in. I'm not home, but Levy's is very good. He loves his hand. Levy's minus 450 makes sense. Yeah. That's the thing. This is a chalky line. So, all right, let's break into it. And I do have the odds up here We will share this tab for now. So we got Alibi Idiris. Alibi Idiris minus 455. Joseph Morales comes back at plus 350. And this is there's here they are facing off, and this is Idiris with the corny hat on. It's like the ancient, I don't know what ancient helmet, like Kazakhstani war.
Like Genghis Khan right there, boy.
Yeah, man, and this is so fast with these MMA junkies. For real, they don't show the walkouts or anything. They just show a quick face off, and that's it. Man, look at that. That's an ancient helmet too. That's like got carvings and stuff. That's right from the Bronze Age, guys. Have to hop on one day. I'd love to make a new piece of your connect. That's all right. Next time, bud. Next time. And that if you happen to get home or whatever, that link will still work. Anyway, excuse me. Back to this. So we've got Alibi is minus, according to Tapology, he's a minus 525 heavy favorite over this guy Morales. Now Joseph Morales. So now we're gonna look a little bit deeper, since that's what the show is about, into these guys, starting with the underdog Joseph Morales. He's 12-2. It says alpha team, so that means he's over in California getting his chops in over there with Uriah Faber and the likes of all those boys over there. Let's see. He's coming out of, coincidentally, it's Uriah Faber's A1 Combat. Okay. Before that, he was a little bit in Cage Warriors. 8-5 guy, 13-7, 8-2 guy. Nothing, he lost to Davison Figueiredo. He's been in the UFC. Okay. He has came into the UFC. He has a win in the UFC as well. Was that performance of the night? Unreal. Against his UFC debut, he's already won. He got a rear naked choke against an undefeated guy named Roberto Sanchez, who Little Fury, who is now 8-2, just fell off the map, but never heard of him. 39 now, a little aged out, especially at the little man weight. So, but I mean, that's something that he's already been in the UFC. That's kind of impressive, because this guy is making his UFC debut, Alibi Idiris, and he's a minus 4. According to Tapology, he's minus 5 something, but on DraftKings, we said it was minus 455, as I showed you. He is out of Kazakhstan, undefeated guy. Useless is talking all up about him. He was very good, loves his hands. Morales was in the UFC, but was cut. Okay. Joseph did good in the Ultimate Fighter. Okay. Dog or pass for me. Joe for the decision. Yeah, I'm hoping, Barry, I hope you did more research than I did on this crap, because I don't know these guys from nada nothing. I'm just going from what I heard. He's beating some decent people. He's in, what's this, Nazi? I'm just kidding. Neza FC. That's the only home he's had. Neza FC. I'm assuming that is a Kazakhstani regional scene. That's what's suspect here. Has he fought out of there? No, he's never fought out of. Let's see this thing. Neza FC 61. This is a Kazakhstani regional scene against these guys that are probably nothing. I mean, I don't know. That guy's got a cape on, so he's got to be something, right? I don't know. I can't say if this is I've never heard of Neza fight scene. I don't know what's this called, Neza Fighting Championship. So I couldn't tell you if this is any decent or not. I'm just going from what I'm seeing right now. I'm with Raw Torque. I'm gonna have to go with I'm not on Tapology. I'm gonna pick the favorite, but I'm not betting this at all. But I'm kind of gonna be rooting for the underdog here. Joseph Morales, kind of like a dog or pass for me as well. But Alibi, yeah, if he wasn't minus 450, maybe. But yeah, what do you think on this fight, Barry?
Oh, man, I'm tempted to throw a scratch off on Morales for all the things that you just said. I mean, for one, there isn't much information out there on Alibi, which is kind of why I was hoping that Mr. Useless would be around so he could kind of like, you know, I feel like the most info came from the show because I looked for interviews. I tried to find out, you know, his background. What did he start training in? When did he start training? And, you know, if you're just going off the paperwork that, you know, you can find on Tapology or whatever, it's like 2018.
He has 0 stats
or 19. Stats. And what else can I say about this guy? There's something else. But yeah, I couldn't find essentially anything on him. There's a couple of fights, and I watched a couple of his fights, and he's for sure got skills pretty much everywhere. They're almost equal, but on opposites. So Alibi is an excellent striker. I mean, he loves going for that flying knee, like once a round at least. And that's his mindset. I mean, anybody who's going for a flying knee, you're going to call that guy a striker. But he does have enough ground game. He could probably, I think he has submissions. He has one submission. I think he has a choke. And he has a ground game. But it's like the opposite for Joseph Morales. Joseph Morales is a grappler, a jiu-jitsu guy. He's the jiu-jitsu coach and not too far from me in Elk Grove, California, at a gym there. And for the college, Sacramento State, he's also I'm not sure if he's a professor and teaches jiu-jitsu classes, but he's the head of that department. They have apparently
I see the T-shirt there, Sacramento State Wrestling.
There you go. He's been training at Alpha Male since he was 9 years old, with a focus on jiu-jitsu. Obviously, he favors jiu-jitsu, and from what I heard on the show, you know, he's working with other jiu-jitsu players. There's a guy named Mason that was on the show that's from Fresno, but now he's in San Jose. I think he trains at AK, I think. And so he's a jiu-jitsu guy with a little bit of striking. So like I said, there's
him here. Look at Zhao Nanyan. Ricky Tercios is in there in this mix. I see his name. Yeah. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, don't worry. But and going back to Mr. Alibi, you know, he's had some impressive knockouts, but he's not untouchable. Like, I seen him get touched up, and I seen Joseph Morales really rock somebody. Like, he can knock you out. He hasn't done it a lot, but it's for sure a possibility. And like I said, Alibi's not untouchable. He's very, very good. He could wear you down, but you touched it on the. I mean, this isn't. I'm picking Alibi from what I saw because I believe his style can wear down Morales. I believe he's going to be the faster fighter, and I believe he's not going to, you know, I think he could lose round 3, but I do see him winning a decision, unfortunately. I want to take the dog. I am going to put a scratch off because I believe that Morales is going to be the better grappler with the more of a submission threat. He's like way better at jiu-jitsu than Alibi. But, you know, from my research.
Well, at least Alibi's mom works at like the Kazakhstani price chopper at the supermarket. See that?
Well, that might give him an edge. So, you know, she's tough.
That might.
He's tough. Blue collar. I like it.
It is. Look at, there she is. My mama working here every day. She works here every day at the, look, you can see there's like shopping in the background. It's like a, when I win tough, no more working at Kazakhstani Walmart or wherever that is.
Wait, that's his mom? Okay.
I don't see any training, but you know where he trains at? Ooh, that's Asu Amabalayev, isn't it?
Yeah, I forgot. That's what I wanted to say. He trains with the gym from Sergey Mazarov's gym.
Who's that? That's
that one guy with 7 wives. What's that guy's name with the Bazalgis?
Oh, Triple Z, Zalgas Zumagulov.
Yeah, he trains there. So he trains at a good gym. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, his gym sounds like weed. Erkin Kush. Right here. Look, share this tab. Affiliation. Erkin Kush. That sounds like I just went to the smoke shop today and bought myself some Erkin Kush.
Yeah, I'm getting a craving.
But you know what? But for real, I think I don't know. I like Alpha Male better than Erkin Kush. But no, I'm not going to knock it because in the Instagram picture you did see I think this is it's one of those. I think it's this Asu Amvala. It's one of those guys. He's definitely.
And another thing to Morales' credit is that he went into the UFC at 21, and now he's 30.
Liked by American Top Team. What is that? Yeah, I think that dude when that last picture was Asu Amvalayev, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this is we spent way too much on this chalky fight. I see what you're saying with pick this guy, but I don't trust it because he's never fought in the UFC. He's only fought in that Kazakhstani regional scene. So, dog, for me, I'm taking Joseph Morales. I'm gonna on Tapology. I'll probably pick Alibi, but if I do a scratch off or anything, it's gonna be on the dog.
Can I say just one last thing?
Yeah,
it's so fucking hard for me to pick a flyweight jiu-jitsu guy. I'll just pick the striker probably every time. That's the thing. That's all I wanted to say.
So maybe he can get this. Maybe his wife mama. Maybe his mama have to be able to stop working at Walmart or Kazakhstani price shopper. All right, moving on. Next, we've got female fight. We have Karine Silva taking on Dione Barbosa. Now, am I right to say this is a rematch, right? This happened before, didn't it?
Yeah, they fought like 9 years ago on the regional scene, and Barbosa finished it.
Yeah, waxed her.
Yeah, she finished her off.
I'm going to try to find that. Okay, Karine Silva, Dione Barbosa. Let's see. Killer Karine Silva. She's coming off a loss. She's 2-1 favorite. She's coming off loss to Viviana Rojo. Before that, Ariana Litsky beat her. Mariana Moros, Ketlin Souza. She's got a pretty good resume here in her last 5. Dione Barbosa, the witch. She's coming off a win against Diana Belbita. She's that Romanian fighter. Very pretty, but not very good at fighting. She lost to Miranda Maverick. That's all right. Fear the Miranda Maverick. She beat Carrot Cake. And then before that was Contender Series. So who the fuck are these girls? Who knows? So really, legitimately, her last 3 fights are the ones you got to look at. Carrot Cake, Miranda Maverick, Diana Belbita. Let's check out the dog here. Plus money dog. She's got a wrestling gi or jiu-jitsu gi on, so she's got that. She's from Brazil, training at Rhinos. All right, here we go. I just want to see some of these names prior to this and find that. Oh, look, she lost to Josie Nunez in Katana Fight 10 back in 2019. She lost to Jenna Bishop in LFA, which is going on right now, isn't it? LFA? Something. Yeah, PFL. Something's going on right now. And I don't see oh, there it is. Karine Silva. There it is. 2019. It was a unanimous decision. I thought you said she finished her.
I don't know.
But she did beat her by unanimous decision back in 2019. So keep that in mind when you're making this bet. Let's see what they look like in their face-offs. I like Karine Silva's got that big puffy afro. Love that. Big fan of it.
Yeah. This looks like the weekend.
So these are short face-offs. I don't have a lot of, they don't show them walking out or nothing. So it's pretty much this. I don't know if they faced forward or what. No. See what I'm saying? It's a quick thing. They they size up evenly. They both got a little afro-y hair. They both made weight, 125, 126, I think. Right? Let's see. I got them right here. Barboza or Silva, 120. They're both 125 on the dot. So when it comes to that, nothing doing. Like tail of the tape. There's no edge. Is there edge in age? 31 years old for Karine Silva, 33 for Barboza. What I do like, Karine Silva, she's at the Fighting Nerds. Yes, sir, Rebob. That's something. Fighting Nerds are coming into this Chicago mob deep. They got a bunch of people in here coming from the Fighting Nerds or saying they're from the Fighting Nerds. We'll get into that, but let's look at Karine Silva just to verify. I want to see her with the Fighting Nerds glasses, and to confirm she is actually. I like that she did the little finger heart thing. That's cute. Oh, look, here's Olskar. He's been at Fighting Nerds this camp too. That's what I'm saying. And who's the smoke? Carlos Pratz, Fighting Nerd. So yeah, I think she's definitely been. Oh, look, here they are. Oh yeah, look, the greats, Chicago. They're talking about the greats, but they show Kyle Baralho. Come on, look at this, is great. Look at the mob deep behind them too. The Chicago Nerds, unreal. Oh, they got the matching jackets. How can you not pick her? What is minus 200? Let's see what she is live on DraftKings. Share this instead. So Karine Silva minus 198. I'll play that. It's going to be in my full card pick. I would put this guy in, but look at minus 455. No thank you. But I will put Karine Silva in my big full card parlay, for the most part, full card. So what are you thinking on this one, Barry?
I'm thinking a couple things. I just want to make a couple points. First, I want to start with I don't look at rematches the same way I look at it when men rematch as opposed to women rematching. I don't give as much credit to the female as I do the guy, and that's not even for, like, for instance, Kai Kara France was hyped up. I think he was the favorite to beat Brandon Moreno for their fight, and I just always thought that was crazy. I thought that narrative was crazy, and all these people were running with it, and the same goes here. Even Brady, my guy, I actually stole a bet from him. I'm going to use it tomorrow. But even Brady made the strangest pick. I just don't get it. I don't know how you could come to that conclusion. And maybe this time tomorrow, I'll look stupid, and he'll look smart. But he made a bet on Karine Silva to win the fight inside the distance. I think that's the only way she's won a fight. And that's kind of something I see as a negative for her, especially going and fighting better competition. You're not just going to finish everybody. You're not going to be the female Khabib. I hate to rain on your parade. And you've already lost to this girl. And here's the other second point. It's a rematch, and it's not like the age difference is like now they're rematching and one of them's 40 and the other one's 28.
There's 2 years different. Look at the black belt.
Still the same age. I mean, what did this girl Silva go and do to jump up levels where she's going to finish a girl she got unanimous decision lost already to? So
no, she won. Karine Silva won the first time, right?
Did she? If she did, then I'm picking her.
Yeah, where is Karine Silva? Unanimous decision. Or no, I was okay, what's her name won?
That's why we do it. I was just like, maybe I read it wrong.
I read it wrong.
I'm not too good to be good.
That's what. Don't smoke weed before you do it. Before you do the show. That's what I did, and that's why I fucked up right here. So Karine Silva actually lost this fight to
you're the one who said
Barbosa,
take note of that. So I did.
Barbosa defeats Silva 3 rounds, unanimous decision. The Brazilian on Brazilian fight. That was before she was an Astro Fight team. Now, fighting nerds. Big difference.
Hold on, one more thing though. But look at Barbosa. Like, she's a black belt. I don't think that's fraudulent black belt. I think that's the whole. Look at Jacqueline Cavalcante is putting emojis. Jacqueline Cavalcante is putting emojis on Barbosa's Instagram. Give me Barbosa. That just locked it up for me right there. That was all the confirmation that I needed right there.
So you're taking the dog Barbosa. That's a good spot, but dude, I like it too. The only thing that I think Silva's got going for is she's on that Fighting Nerds, and they've been killing it. But this is 5 weeks ago, so this was the camp for
training with Eileen Perez. I fucking love that shit. Fuck the Fighting Nerds. They, you know,
you're a hater. But I'm with you, bud. I'm with you. I like the dog here too. Screw it's a female fight, dog or pass. I love it. So moving on. Hold on, let me write R and L. All right. Moving up the card. Next, we have the other Barbosa that's on this card, Edson. No relation. Actually, they spell their names differently. Edson Barboza with a Z, and that was Diony Barbosa with an S. So we got Edson Barbosa taking on Drakkar Klose, and this is a closely lined fight. They both got double-digit losses, right? I think. No, Drakkar 3. Holy shit! I thought he was a lot. Oh, he took time off after Little Heathen Stevens pushed him. Remember? And he he had a bad weight cut.
Broke his neck.
He was out for a year with that shit. A year. But anyway, Edson Barboza Jr. Barbosa is taking on Drakkar Klose. By the way, see that tattoo of Michigan on his chest right there? And I think that's one of the Great Lakes. That is because Drakkar Klose was a Michigan high school wrestling champ. People forget.
Lake Erie or whatever?
He was, and you got to keep people, you know, the thing is these high school wrestling champs, they like to punch when they get to the UFC. They want to make a show. Wrestling's boring to watch, and they're trying to, you know what I mean? They want to be spectacular, and wrestling, you can win every fight with wrestling, but nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
Because it sucks. Anyway,
well, that's the same reason Barbosa doesn't use jiu-jitsu, right? He's got this fucking black belt, I heard.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's look into these guys. The slight favorite on DraftKings right now, Barbosa is -130, and Drakkar Klose is +110. So we can stick with what I have, what draft Tapology has. Guess he's going. Barbosa's at American Top Team. Drakkar Klose MMA Lab. We're gonna check their Instagrams real quick to see if that's true. But yeah, the Tapology community has Barbosa 74%. Let's see what they look like in the face-offs. Like I said, these go quick, so keep your eye on it. I'm gonna try to pause it. And okay, so Barbosa does have apparently like a little bit of height there. Let me see on Tapology. It says he's got 2 inches, and that looks right. He's got 5-inch reach. Tapology says for Barbosa over Drakkar Klose, 5-inch reach advantage. All right, now let's look into the dog here in Drakkar Klose. Also, you know, Drakkar Klose is married to fighter. What's her name? Casey. Now I think it's close, but you know, he did marry a fighter, which that people think that. Oh, so what? But that means their life is surrounded by fighting. What's her name? Casey? Shit, I can't remember. It's Casey though. It's Casey something. All right. Jakar Klose. He's coming off a loss to Joel Alvarez. He got flying knee. Round one, not a good look. Not a good look for Jakar Klose. But he got some wins here. Let's see. Joaquim Silva, Joe Selecki. That was a slam. That was the weird one. It was like right before there was another slam in that fight right before or after that. I forget who it was, and it was with oh man.
Did he slam Courtney Casey?
That's Courtney Casey. That's Casey Kenny. Casey Kenny. That's hilarious. Oh man, I keep forgetting the all right, let me catch up with the Silva looked flat at the ceremonials. She looks flat all the time. She is flat. Dogger pass. Give me the witch for the decision. I'm with you. Female fighting nerds are mid. I agree, Kiwi. That is a judo black belt. Okay, now to this fight. Klose looked intimidated by Edson at the weigh-ins. Perhaps.
Barbosa,
he's hoping he doesn't get pushed. He's hoping he doesn't get shoved.
His eyebrows, bro.
100% agree, Raw Torque. Yeah, what's up with those eyebrows? That's a deep dark look.
Is that what do you call it? Hygiene.
Casey Kenny? No, it was Courtney Casey, right? Courtney Casey? Is that what you said?
Courtney Casey.
That's his wife, right? Courtney Casey, not Casey.
Yeah, she's like a mid fighter. She's like,
but that's hilarious. That's good. Back to Jakar Klose. My bad. All right. So anyway, he beat Rafa Garcia, Brandon Jenkins. These guys are like mid. Joe Selecki's probably the best out of the four of his last 4 wins here. Benil Darius beat him. Christos Giagos, Bobby King Green. He dropped out of this card. What do you got? Injury or some shit? Groovy Lando Veneta. But see, that's the thing. This Jakar Klose has got a lot of decent experience. He got a lot of decent look at as an amateur undefeated. Got 2 pros. I mean, not fighting the best competition, but David Tamer, UFC. So I mean, he's doing the right thing against the right people. But man, now he's going against Edson Junior Barboza. Double-digit losses for our guy though, Barboza. Ugh. And he's 39 years old. That's a big red flag too. Let's look at his last. Coming off a loss to Lerone Murphy on this card. Lost by unanimous decision. That's expected. Lerone Murphy's undefeated, correct? Yeah. Well, and how's he win? Every fight, unanimous decision. All right. He beat Sadiq Youssef. Great win. He beat Billy Q. Quarantillo. Great win. Lost to Bryce Mitchell. Nah. Lost to Giga Chikazi. Nah. This is a tough fight, man. I don't know which way I'm going. I think I'm leaning Barboza, but man, look at all these reds. Dan Ige, Paul Felder, Justin Gaethje, Kevin Lee, Khabib, of course, you know. And if you play MMA math, Barboza beat Benil Dariush. Benil Dariush beat Jakar Klose. So if you want to play that thing, but you can't do that. You can't. I don't know, dude. I'm going to go by what you in the chat convinced me to. Right now, I'm personally leaning Barboza only because I don't like Jakar Klose after he got pushed and got whiplash or whatever, and he was out for a year. You know, just I don't know, and I don't like that. And I know he's a high school wrestling champ, but I don't see him use it, and he's low volume. So I'm going. You know what? I'm going Edson Barboza, unless you talk me differently. So what are you thinking on this Barry?
Well, shout out to Black Cock Dave. You know, I missed the guy, and you know he was our stat guy, and he's chilling with his family right now, so that's cool. I get that. But while I'm giving
I got stats too.
Yeah, while I'm talking, bring the stats up.
I will,
because you know he looks at Dave. You know, will do a contender.
I know, but he's the reel it in. He's the last guy to go. That's why he usually does stats.
But this is where maybe they'll help us a little bit. But I'll go ahead and give my opinion real quick.
Can you read these?
Keep it simple. Like if I'm looking at a show, I watch a lot of shows, not as much as I used to. You know, the first thing that came to my mind when I was watching someone else break down this fight is Edson Barboza sucks. And that's what I put in the DFS by the numbers live, I think, on the Sunday night. I think I said Edson Barboza sucks. I never really looked at him the same after that fight that he fought Giga, because I remember what the breakdown was for some reason with that fight. It was like, not only is Giga going to be outmatched on the feet, Edson Barboza is a jiu-jitsu black belt, and he's probably going to bust it out here at this fight, and he's been waiting to bust it out, and this is going to be the fight where he busts it out. And, man, double-digit losses means there's some kind of hole in your game, and I think, and this is why I'm picking him, and I also have a new model that I use to kind of help me make my picks, but there has to be a lot of data. It can't be one side, no data. And I'm going to give the grappler the favor here, because Edson Barboza, if I'm correct, has like a 40% takedown defense. And Drakkar Klose, if he has any brains at all in that, probably, messed up head, because he's been knocked out pretty brutal a couple times, and he's got chin problems. Hopefully he wrestles, because what is this? Is it 72%? Who's
72% takedown defense for Barbosa, 69% takedown defense for Klose.
But he has no get-up game. Oh, only 27% for Drakkar Klose?
For accuracy, and 50% accuracy for Barboza. These are takedowns.
One takedown per 15 minutes.
Yeah, the average for every 15 minutes, Drakkar Klose averaging 1.6, where
okay.
Barboza,
that's why I needed you to bring them up. That's why I needed I needed you to bring those up.
I'm pretty.
You know what, dude? I stick by my gut, bro. I think if one of these fighters is done, even though I don't trust this man's chin, is I have to go with Drakkar Klose. I'm gonna put him maybe in a parlay. I have to go with them. I have to go with Drakkar Klose here. I got to go with the wrestling. I don't see, even if he gets 1.65 takedowns, if he gets 1.5 takedowns, that means almost 2. That means he won 2 rounds. Because if he takes him down once, Barbosa's not going to get. He's not getting up.
Yeah, I think I might be with you now that you say that, because he is the dog, and I don't. He hasn't been the same since that little Jeremy Stevens push. I think and look, he looks kind of scared here. He's kind of shook. I think raw torque might be onto it. Edson Barboza decision, because Drakkar Klose, he has the ability to wrestle. I don't think he's gonna, though. He never has. He doesn't.
You want a t-shirt bet?
Yes.
What's up, Gerald? I just got another t-shirt, my friend. Did you see that? Nice to see you, boss.
What's the t-shirt? Do I owe you a t-shirt?
Yeah, but it's all good. You have a chance to win it back here.
All right, sweet. So you're on Drakkar Klose.
Drakkar Klose, baby.
Close call. And I'll take Edson Barboza, and we're gonna do a t-shirt bet for this. Oh, I can't wait to get you a Chris Barnett t-shirt. No, I'm just playing. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be fun. Link for fight. I'm not showing the fight. Can't. That's copyright infringement. You want me to get banned?
I know.
I know you're troll.
And I know all the links too. I know them all. I just can't give them. I just can't tell you.
We're not. And Dave usually has it playing in the TV in the background, so it's kind of So, but unfortunately, sorry, Jess. Do we have to link to watch?
Come back next week, bro.
I'm not posting that. We have all the links, baby. But anyway, moving on. Next, we have Anthony Hernandez taking on Chase Hooper. This is going to be interesting. Anthony Hernandez is like I think he's reached veteran, like, gatekeeper status, I would say. He can, but here's the thing with Anthony Hernandez is on like a decline. His best years are definitely behind him. Chase Hooper, I think it's opposite. I think he's on upward projection. Like, his better years are ahead of him, whereas Anthony Hernandez, his best years are behind him. He's going in, Chase getting into his prime. Alexander Hernandez falling out of his prime. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it happens. Where is he? 32 years old. He's starting to fall off. He's past 30. 25, not even 30. He's starting to climb up to where he's supposed to be. Man, I like Chase Hooper here. What's the odds? But he's like a heavy favorite. On this card, he's considered a heavy favorite because there's not this. I told you this is a tightly lined card. But I think this is kind of warranted, especially look at his last 5. He's been on a run. Jim Miller, Clay, look at all these oldies, though. Jim Miller, old as shit. Clay Guida, old as dirt. Vyacheslav Borg, Slava Claus, he's old as well. Jordan Levitt, he's gay. And Nick Fiore, he's just not that good. He just sucks. Isn't he that New England kid? So
and he couldn't even finish him.
And he couldn't. So we could put let's tear it apart. He's the favorite. We'll start with him. Chase Hooper, the Dream, 16-3-1. Tear this apart real quick. Jim Miller, he's old, ancient. Clay Guida, he's old. He should have retired many years ago. And this was a performance of the night because he got him in an armbar. All right. Slava Claus got him in a dart stroke. Slava Claus can't wrestle. He can't do anything on the ground. He's like a flopping fish. He lost a grappling tournament to Aljo. Beat Jordan Levitt, rear naked choke. Okay, that's a decent win, actually. I like Jordan Levitt. Not like, but he's okay. Nick Fiore, this guy sucks. And it was a unanimous decision. And really, he does. He's not good at all. Clay Guida, is that guy still alive? Unreal. How old is he? These guys, I'm telling you, these guys are super old.
62.
Clay Guida, the carpenter, 43 years old. Come on, Chase. Fight people your own age.
He should be getting arrested, if you ask me.
Senior abuse. But look, he's not flawless though. Steve Garcia took care of him. Steven Peterson. Alex Caceres, this is back when he was 2020. He's 5 years. He's 20 years old when he fought Alex Caceres. But I think he's really come into his own, and he is like only getting better from here on out for our boy Chase. I just want to see if I can find anything on Instagram for Chase Hooper. Isn't he like the softer version of Roman Kopylov, right? That's what people are saying. What is
probably
this?
The better, better likely to become champ.
What is this racist shit? Happy to perform for my hometown, Chase Hooper. Look at what is going on here. Is this? That's
little cultural appropriation, huh? He's on the O block because he's in Chicago. That's O block.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. With the do-rag on and all that.
Bro, they're going to kill his ass, bro. They'll hurt him. Those people are crazy.
His piano game is strong tonight. Is Dave arriving? No, Dave is spending the evening with his son and his son's new girlfriend that Dave's just meeting. Yep, he's with family. So he only gets to see his son a couple times a year now because of college. I know he's not gay. He's got a kid and wife and kid and everything, but I think that's a front.
Yeah, he's like non-binary.
Yeah, non-binary. He's a they, them. Calls him gay, then says how much he likes him. Yeah, I do like him. Chase, I like when he does the splits after he's done. I like when he...
I kind of tune in to watch him twerk.
Yeah, that's the only reason. Chase did ask for younger fighters. I don't know what he's asking for here, but that's that's a cringy thing to put on your Instagram right there. That's cringy.
It's ballsy, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Chase is 20% better every fight. I agree, Gerald. That's why I'm saying he's on upward trajectory, whereas an Alexander Hernandez is going the opposite way. Just look at him. Just Alexander Hernandez starting to look like shallow. Legit blood. He's a legit blood. Yeah, okay. It's if anything, he was a crypt. He was wearing blue, I think, or dark black, or whatever. Hooper is going to be all over him like a spider monkey. Agreed. Some kind of monkey. Anyway, yeah, I'm on Chase Hooper. Talk me out of it. What is this? What's this say? The Hood and Mandem coming to take over. Oh, so they want us to make a BLM bet and put Chase Hooper in it. That's what they're saying, Barry. They say make a BLM bet. Make a BLM bet off this card. Will Bobby Green X him out? He's no longer in it. Make a BLM bet, and instead of Bobby, put in Chase Hooper. It's right there. Oh, I love it. I love it. And that might happen. That might happen tonight. So anyway, go ahead, Barry. Give me your info on this fight as I laugh some more.
I'm gonna go with Alex Hernandez, bro. I'm gonna go with Alexander Hernandez.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Why? You tell me.
You know, because when he fights a young guy like Steve Garcia, I think the skill set with Hernandez and Steve Garcia is not exactly the same. I actually think Steve Garcia has sharper boxing, but Chase is so I don't buy it yet. Show me you got hands. I know he had that ground and pound, but that was all based from grappling. Like that wasn't like, and I don't think he's gonna take Hernandez down. I don't think he is. If he couldn't beat and finish Nick Fiore, I feel like he's not gonna fuck with Hernandez. So he folded so badly against Steve Garcia. He was like a little baby deer. And he was so vulnerable out there in the wild with the real man who's like close enough to his age. And he's going to be in there with the real man again. And he's taller, but to me, he has not proven that he's got this striking that's going to get him takedowns. So if he goes in, subs him, whatever. You guys picked him last time and you guys were right. You guys picked him last time. I always pick against Chase Hooper. And I'm really excited to do it today. Watch. The odds are not what they should be. It's going to be a lot closer. He's going to get hurt, and maybe he survives. But maybe when, Steve Garcia hit that chin, maybe that button's going to shut off a little bit quicker this time. Let's see. Let's just see.
I don't know who looks like the boy and who looks like the man here.
I'll tell you what. We could
What's Alexander Hernandez's age?
We could switch T-shirts, bets. We could switch to this fight if you want to, but I want a long sleeve if I win.
We'll double. We'll have another shirt for this. And you can get a long sleeve if you win this one.
Okay.
T-shirt bet. Unreal. We're not gonna agree on any of these fights. Alexander Hernandez. What are you thinking, bud? All right, I'll take your T-shirt. You're gonna regret.
He's gonna be on
Factory X Muay Thai. So I'll give you some props though. Alexander Hernandez. We'll take a look. Factory X Muay Thai. That's in Colorado, so the cardio will be there for great. What is he? Great Ape or some crap? Some stupid. It used to be Alexander the Great, and then he realized
and he almost had Donald Cerrone. He almost had him.
Oh, Donald Cowboy old ass Cerrone. Yeah, almost, but still, he should have.
Look at him right there. That's what I like.
Yeah,
they're relaxing, right, comfortable as in his own skin.
I think he's waiting for Jordan Levitt right there. Jordan Levitt's coming
zesty, over. Huh? Got the Komodo. On.
I don't even know what he's saying. Who cares? But I don't know. I don't see any training pictures. This is no, this isn't even a training picture. Nobody's sweating.
Look at Brandon Royval. Look at that. Yeah.
Look, he's all fully clothed. It's not like he's training with him, just buddies with him. I think they both go to Factory X. Is Factory X? That is Colorado, isn't it? It's in Elevation, I do believe. Colorado there's Theo Vaughn. Now I'm flipping my pick. Here's with Raw Dog 30 weeks ago. Come on, dude. All right. Anyway, I've seen enough. They're just that's who he was. He was waiting for Brandon Royval. That's what he was doing with that in the robe. Waiting for my boy, Brandon Royval. Tell me they don't look happy together.
This is kind of disheartening.
That's cute. Oh, they were the who were the lion, Vegas lion. They're being them for Halloween.
Oh, Siegfried.
Yes, and Siegfried and Roy. One of them died, didn't they? One of them got mauled by a tiger or something. Anyway, that's what'll get you. Tiger King. Anyway, so we have a t-shirt, a long sleeve. I'm gonna write long sleeve. If you win, I'll just take a shorty if I win because the odds. Long sleeve.
You're gonna owe me 3 shirts when this event's over, Ranj.
No, I'm gonna owe you
2 regular ones and
you're gonna owe me one when this is over. All right. Moving on up the card. Next we have Lupi and Jessica Andrade, 26 double-digit losses, 26 and 14 is taking on Lupita Godinez. I love Lupi Godinez. Where is it? Here it is. Lupi comes in with a record of 13 and 5. This is a classic striker, Jessica, versus grappler, Lupi. If it stays on the feet, and I mean, Lupi can strike too, but her base is wrestling. She's a very good wrestler. Jessica Andrade, she needs to keep it standing, and she has to phone booth fight, like punching in the pocket, because she's got little of these T-Rex arms, but boy, she does hit with power. So Andrade is coming off back-to-back losses to Jasmine Vicious, a wrestler, just saying, submission, rear naked choke, wrestling. Before that, Natalia Silva beat her by unanimous decision. I vaguely remember that fight. Before that, she beat Marina Rodriguez, striker, and Mackenzie Dern, BJJ practitioner that can't wrestle. All right. So just keep that in mind too. And she lost to Tatiana Suarez, wrestler, by the way. Tatiana, wrestler. Jasmine, wrestler. Both these girls wrestlers. And you know who else is? Lupi Godinez. But the thing is, Lupi sometimes doesn't use it when she should. I've seen her not wrestle when she totally could have won, and she lost because she didn't wrestle. Most recently, she beat Julia Polastri, who's nobody. She lost to Mackenzie Dern, this unanimous decision. Oh, that's horrible. That was a gross looking fight too. She lost to Verna Jandarova. Verna Jandarova is a better BJJ practitioner, and she won positions in that. That's what happened there. She beat Tabitha Ricci, split decision, and she beat Elise Reed by submission, but that's Elise Reed. It's at the Lobo Gym down in Mexico. That's a good place. Jessica Andrade is out of this. I think this is like a Brazilian thing. I don't really know. I'm on Godinez. I think she's going to implement her wrestling, and she will have the size advantage, which will look right now to confirm. I do believe she's going to be the bigger, taller, reachier girl. And like I said, Jessica's Andrade. Oh, actually, Andrade might have a little bit on her. Yeah, actually, Andrade might, with the hair, she's definitely taller. Let's see what the Tapology says. Tapology says 33, 31, 5'1", Okay, so it says Lupi's got 1 inch. I thought it was a little more. Reach, it doesn't really matter. So they size up pretty evenly, as you can see in this this face-off here. But as I was saying, I think Lupi's going to come out on top. I think her stand-up, her striking. Oh, you know what we'll find out? By doing stats. Here we are. View matchup. Stats.
I want to say
what?
71% takedown defense for Andrade, which is kind of decent for the weight class.
Let's see what these oh, look, there's Dave. Hold on. Andrade.
Can I say something else? That Jasmine Judavicius and the Tatiana Suarez, I don't know if I think those were flyweights. fights, and so she does better. Jessica does better at strawweight. You have to keep that in mind.
What? Oh, yeah. This is a strawweight fight, right? Yeah, 115. She did. Yeah, Jessica Andrade does better strawweights because they're weaker and she can actually knock them out. But remember, Lupi's coming down. Lupi's fought at fly and straw. Lupi cannot follow game. That's the problem, Gerald Lynch. I know she's got the skills, except she doesn't. She's kind of stupid when her fight IQ is dumb sometimes. Dog or pass. There he is. Have a great night. Best of luck on your butt. Thanks, Dave.
Hey, bro. You can't just not. You can't.
Tomorrow, 6:00 Eastern time. Lupi beats mid-level, okay, but not elites. I don't know if Jessica Andrade's still elite. Anyway, back to the stats real quick. So,
hold on, Ranj.
What?
You can't just go over Kiwi Brew's comment. Rolling for heel hook 60s. That's the comment of the night, bro.
I said that.
He shouldn't even know about that stuff. How does he know?
Why? What do you mean? Explain.
Over there, there's just nothing like that. Just it's peaceful.
What?
I'm surprised he knows about that pop culture in my state. This is 5 hours away from me. Anyways.
All right, back to this. I am going over these stats real quick. Striking, Jessica Andrade, strikes landed per minute, 6.39. Lupi, 4.28. Like I said, Andrade does have a lot more volume. Strikes absorbed, though, 5.4 to 3.8. So the strikes absorbed, the differential is positive for it's better for Lupita. She's actually 48% accuracy to 50%. I don't know. It's real close. But the volume does go to Jessica Andrade. But here, takedowns. Jessica Andrade takedowns average per 50 minutes, 2.2. Lupi, 3.1. So it's a little bit of an edge on the grappling for Lupita Godinez. Look, takedown defense 81 to 71 for Jessica Andrade. I don't know. It's pretty even there, too. However, as you notice, the wins and losses, I told you, Andrade, she's losing to wrestlers that wrestle. Jasmine Jasudavicius, Tatiana Suarez. Loss. Whereas in, oh, man, I didn't mean that. So if Lupi can wrestle and implements it, she should win. And I'm sticking with that game plan. I hope she does, but I'm not confident at all. But Lupi will be my pick. What do you got to say about this, Barry?
So, I noticed that the box of shame came out for, unnecessary. I feel like they took the idea we were talking about with sponsorship, and they actually had – we said this last week, and they always had the UFC symbol, but now they had the Prime symbol. So somebody, gave him the idea. It came out for no reason for Hamzat. He rated at 183. He took his fucking shorts down. I think they were doing it on purpose. Jessica.
I saw that too. It was weird.
Yeah, and that's what I think. I think they were doing that shit on purpose, trying to brainwash us. Jessica barely could see over the thing, and
when Jessica was in there, I thought it was a dude. I was like, "Who's this guy? Who's this little flyweight?"
Man, with their little itty bitties right there. Anyways, peekaboo. So she weighed 116, just right there. She was right there on the limit. But she does better at 115. I heard, let me refresh everybody's memories. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I think she went through some kind of divorce. That's why she was taking fights with anybody at any weight class, not training. She did that a couple times. That's why she had a couple fights that she looked like shit. She looked like she had 30 seconds of fight in her. And, she didn't look good. But when she goes down to 115, she's at her, it's like this is the discipline Andrade. And they have a common opponent in Mackenzie Dern, and it didn't go good for Godinez, and it went well for Jessica. And she's got, she has fight-ending power, and you can't say the same thing for Godinez. So, man, I was kind of looking at this, trying not to just be like, you know what, Godinez is going to win this. But to be honest with you, I really think this fight is going to be super close. I think there's a chance Jessica fades because, she comes down to 115 and it probably is a big cut. So I'm just gonna say that she probably wins the fight but gets robbed. And Godinez is prettier. She's got this like, I don't know. She's just like Jessica's, a big name and everything, but I don't know. There's just something about Lupe. I feel like she's gonna get this robbery decision. So I'm going with Lupe Godinez by robbery decision. Split decision.
All right, I'm with it. I just want to check out Lupe's Instagram since I looked at what's her name's at Andrade's. Because if I see her like recent training and she's implementing wrestling like takedowns, that's gonna be the seal the deal gamble thing. You know what I mean? Lobo Gym. That's there's some good fighters
with
out there.
Alexa Grasso, right?
Yes, that's who I was thinking of. Alexa Grasso.
I gotta put on some lighting. 1 second.
Lupe is beautiful. Look at those eyes. You fall right. Oh, sorry. Share this tab. You fall right in love with those eyes. Beautiful, beautiful girl. Anyway, what's this? Oh, 2 days ago, we ready. And look, she's doing some. That's groundwork. Oh yeah, groundwork. That's striking. But I do like the early right here. Groundwork. I like seeing that. And this is 2 days ago, remember now. Look at this. I tested Lupe Godinez grappling and found out fast. So I don't know. I think she might implement the wrestling. That's why I'm sticking with Lupe. Oh, look, full mount. Anyway, yeah, I'm on Lupe Godinez confidently now. So what did he pick? I think he going with Jessica Andrade? You think he was? Sorry. Jessica by decision is minus 250. Yeah, I think he went with Jessica. So, all right. Moving on. Next, we have moving up the card. Oh, hold on. I better wait because Andrade's going to bust Lupe up. She might, especially if she gets on the inside with those small little short combo punches, and they do hurt too. And she might knock Lupe out, but I think Lupe's going to get a decision with her wrestling. Jessica's not the same girl she was years ago. She was champ before, remember? She's not that same person. So, moving on. I guess there's back. Did you settle on Jessica Andrade, Barry?
Dude, I want to, bro, because she's gonna have volume if she wants, but that's if she can last. And yeah, Godinez has fight IQ issues sometimes, but I think it's a fight IQ issue when you come in and don't give a fuck. Like, I don't think Lupe's ever went into the octagon and not gave a fuck as much as Jessica Andrade has walked into the octagon and not given a fuck. So it's really hard to put money, even though I think she's a dog. So I gotta go with Lupe Godinez. I feel like she's just liked by the judges for the same reasons that you're swooning over her. And I think she's gonna get the nod, the robbery split.
All right, finally we agree on a fight. I thought there was gonna be a third T-shirt bet. I'm just playing. All right, let me see back to where I was with share this tab instead. So I took Korean Silva, Fighting Nerds. I took Edson Barboza. I'm taking Chase Hooper. And now, so right here, if you can see, Jessica Andrade is plus 120 money line. Lupe's minus 142. But I think Jessica Andrade will win a round at least. I think it's going to go to decision. I think Loopy's going to, like you said, it's going to be either a robbery or a split or something. So I'm going to take Jessica plus 3.5 points. I know it's chalky, minus 245, but that would be kind of a safe play to do there.
Yeah, definitely, because it's one fight. Lupe is not, this is one fighter.
She's not going to knock out or submit Jessica Andrade.
Exactly.
That's for sure. She will. I think she's going to win a decision, but I think it might go to split, and that's why. Right. That's why I think this is probably, and of course, it's the safest play. It's over 2.5 is minus 270. That's the safest play. But I don't even think that's because Jessica Andrade might be able to knock Loopy out. So I think this is a safer play than the over. So now moving on.
Ranch, I gotta say something, bro. I hate when co-hosts do this, but we've already gone too far past. But going back, I just wanted, because I said that, I gave Brady, I threw shade at him for picking Silva inside the distance. So I gotta give him his props or his credit. He gave me Chase Hooper and Alexander Hernandez. He put me on to this one. So this is his bet. I'm going to do it. It's the fight doesn't go the distance. Minus 130 because I feel like Hernandez could KO him and Chase could sub him. Sorry, I got to give Brady his props. I know we're past that, but that was my main point for that. I didn't even say it. Minus 130. It's a good pick. Put it in that little 4 team right there.
No.
If you like it.
What was
fight
it?
Doesn't go the distance. Minus 130.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not propping out because I think I told you it's gonna go to distance. It's gonna be a split decision.
No, Chase Hooper and Alexander Hernandez.
Oh, that one. You want to go back
minus 130.
I'm not doing that either.
Oh god.
I'm not propping it. I'm not propping it. Sorry. All right. Moving on. You ready? Can we move?
Yeah, we're ready.
All right. Moving on. Next we have the fight between GM3, Gerald Mirchart. Talk about double-digit losses. My man is 37 and 19 losses. But dude's been putting it in 37 wins, 37 years old. That's freaking right. But he's out of Kill Cliff, which is one of my top favorite gyms. Now he's taking on Hussar. He used to be Lord Michael Olszewski. Hussar. I think it's Lord now. Lord Michael Olszewski is coming in. He's now a new member of the Fighting Nerds. He's coming off a win against Sudrikas Dumas, that criminal, dumbass criminal. And so that's not the best fight, but that was he was training at Fighting Nerds for that fight. Before that, he lost to Shara, One-Eyed Pirate, Magomedov, lost to Kevin Holland, lost to Michelle Pereira by submission, and decision because Shara doesn't know how to grapple. Before that, he beat Chidi and Jaquani TKO. He does have some power in his fist, that's what's nerve-wracking when he's going against my man GM3. Gerald Mirchart, his last 5, coming off a loss to Brad Tavares, unanimous decision. He got submitted by Rainier de Ritter. That was, but you know what? That happened in the 3rd round. And before that submission, I think he was winning a little bit on the scorecard. I don't know if it was close on the scorecards. I had Gerald Mirchart winning round 1 of that fight until he got submitted by Rainier de Ritter. He made a good showing of himself. That's all I'm saying. And before that, he beat Edmund Shabazian. That's easy peasy. Brian Barberena, not that hard. Lost to Andre Petrosky, beast. So this is the deal here, though. 37 years old for Mirchart, aging out, kind of on his way out. Michael Olszewski's never got right to where he wants to be, but now full 8-week camp with the Fighting Nerds is I told you, coming in mob deep for this event. Coming to Chicago got the shirts, got the whole thing going on. 7 years younger. I'm going to have to go against I made a t-shirt for GM3. That's how much I like this guy. I've made a t-shirt on Teesprings from a Capper Comparisons t-shirt shop or whatever, I made a GM3 t-shirt. Dave has one. That's how much I like Gerald Mirchart, but I got to use my head here. Gerald Mirchart's not going to beat Michael Olszewski unless he might scoop up a guillotine because he's quick with them, pulling out his back pocket. He's fast with those guillotines. It's kind of like second nature to him. And that's where he might be able to get Michael Olszewski. But I foresee Olszewski either getting a knockout on GM3 or volumed decision. I don't like going against GM3. I don't like it. So I'm going to leave this fight alone, but my pick will be Olszewski. What do you think on this one, Barry?
Fucking, if this was like my point earlier with the girl fights, okay, now I put more stock into the age difference with the men. And it starts a little younger. So if this is a girl fight, 37, 33, is, you know, I'm not going to, or 31 or whatever, 31, 37, I'm not going to, you know, make a big rap about it. But if it's men, you know, then I might, you know, have to like take a second look like at the age thing. Because on the stats, honestly, I think Gerald has good hands. I think he's beaten fighters that are better than Michelle. I think Krzysztof Jotko, whatever, I think you could say he's probably a tougher fight, you know? And so, because he has a little bit more grappling, I think, than Michelle does. I think he's just going to be like a pure striker. And so, you know, I would normally pick Gerald if he was, you know, he's a hometown guy. He's going to be wanting to perform tip top the best he can. But something's telling me Michelle's going to win. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to buy into the fighting nerds bull crap. But I got to go with Michelle here. I maybe finds the button. I don't know how he does it. I'm going to be shitting bricks if Gerald gets us to the ground in the first round and fucking arm triangle chokes him. And
Gerald, speaking of Gerald Lynch is making a good look at over 1.5 at plus money. It's right here too. It's plus 105. That might be. What do you think of that? Real fight.
I don't hate it. I think they're durable. I think Gerald's not going to go out there and get knocked down in the first round. I don't know. This is where the cappers are really dick riding Michelle this week, and I'm not going for it. You know, I'm not going to glaze him. I think he's okay. You know, okay, he's at the Fighting Nerds. Well, I could be training at Team Alpha, and I'm not going to be called up. So
I know,
let's
right?
go with that. I like that, Gerald.
He was.
I like that a lot.
Win his last fight, and he was at Fighting Nerds for that. So that's what the people are seeing. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we can get some recent tape off of his Instagram. I want to see him with that stupid jacket and all that.
The Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, the Chicago Bulls jacket.
He's trying to be Jordan and Pippen and shit.
There's his let me share this tab. So there he is with the Polish face paint. You know that. I don't know what's going on here. What is this? Oh, I don't. Oh, I got a new tattoo. It's killer. Sweet. It's like a soul. It's like a soldier.
New follower.
It looks like what where's that kid? Hold on. Oh, this is gonna be great. And stop. It's the same helmet that Alibi Idiris wore in the face-offs.
That's crazy.
Isn't that the same helmet? Very similar helmet.
Yeah.
Very similar helmet to what Alibi Idiris.
That's like a friendship bracelet.
It is. And here's his new buddy, Carlos Pratz. They're gonna look. All the Fighting Nerds are gonna be on this quick film. Look at. Told you, Korean Silva, Fighting Nerds, making weight. All the Fighting Nerds made. Everybody made weight except for Brian Battle, because unbelievable. What did Brian Battle miss by like 5 pounds? Look at Cal Borello. He's like a backup, right? Sub. He's
a backup for the championship fight.
Right. He's the replacement.
And they're saying it's weird that it's not Imanov or Imanov.
There's Carlos Pratis, just had a smoke. Just had a cig out back before I came in.
Fucking need to chew some gum.
How I make weight by Marbs, smoking Marbs. There's Olszak. Yeah.
Look at those ears, man. That's crazy.
I know. Anyways, yeah, I think Olszak's been. Oh, there it is.
Oh my god.
I think every Fighting Nerds has this going on in their IG stream.
There's BJ Armstrong right there.
How much do you think one of those jackets costs?
That's BJ Armstrong.
I bet you to buy one of those jackets, you're gonna pay over $150. We'll say $140 for one of them for this Fighting Nerds coat jacket. I'll bet you. If you find it for sale, it's Venom too. Venom. Yeah, that's $140 coat. $140. Anyway,
sweatshop, man.
So what did you settle on? I'm on Olszak, I guess. I mean,
me too. And it's an I guess. It's like I guess I'm on it. For the age. Really, it came down to the age because I think that's what it is because I want to pick Gerald. I think he would win, if he was in his prime. But look he has 56 fights. I don't think he's going to go in there the way he was 10 fights ago. He has to have something wrong with him. And Michelle,
let's check out his shit. If I see him with a good camp, he's at one of my favorite gyms, Well, said
Killcliff?
Yeah, said Killcliff, but up here it says VFS, and that is near Chicago, by the way. I forgot what it stands for, but that's
where he's from, Wisconsin, so he's one of them.
That's a Wisconsin gym, which is real close to Chicago. Let's see. Here's I don't see any training videos. I see. Oh, he's got this. What is there something going on with the Caesar? Because what's his name? Olszak's tattoo is like a Roman helmet. What the fuck's going on with this? Is this a real thing? I don't get I don't get it. Chicago related to some sort of Roman. I don't know. Tell me this is training. Right here. This is 1 week ago. 1 week ago.
But he's at some shithole gym beating up on some guy who just worked at fucking Best Buy for 8 hours. What kind of gym is that?
Huh? He's at the VF. This is the Wisconsin gym there. The whatever called VFS.
Thank you for looking at this because now I'm gonna put some money on Michelle. Fighting Nerds to they go to the bar around the corner probably after a nice.
Oh, look, we are Global Gym Purple Cobras. Oh, that's that. They're making Purple Global Cobras. Gym. That's that joke from what's that dodgeball movie? That's the joke. That's the gym from Dodgeball.
Johnny Lawrence.
Oh, look. The rain resumes against Michael Olszak. It shows him, look. The fucking they put Olszak's picture on all these people that he's subbing. That's freaking awesome. Come on, how can you not pick GM3 after
he's more dangerous on the ground, right? I mean, if he gets him,
that's the best. That's the best pictures right there. All right, so we're both picking Olszak, but mine's reluctant. I think I might even switch my pick to Mirchart just because of this picture right here. I love it. Anyway, we'll move on. Moving on. Okay. Moving on. Next we have this guy's name is a little difficult to say. Baysanger Susakarev versus Eric Nolan. Eric Nolan is from Cage Warriors over in England. I think he is a British fighter, right? Oh, Edison, New Jersey. He's an American fighter. No shit. I thought he was I thought he had an accent because in the media day, first of all, Susakarev, Baysanger Susakarev, he's like buddies with Kamzat. He's buddies with Kamzat, training partner and buddy friend of Kamzat. So Eric Nolan during media day, he said he goes, I know, Susakarev and Kamzat are butt buddies, but that don't mean a thing that he's not Kamzat. That's what he said. This is what Eric Nolan said on media days. He's not Kamzat, and I'm not worried. So because huge favorite, minus 950, and that's legit right on shit. Did this it keeps logging me out.
All right, so I just want to say that Basanger Susakarev, I know him a little bit too good because on the last Tuesday during the Contender Series, I had taken Yuri Pantarov to beat Chris Ewert. And I told Useless, if you're still here, dude, I told you, man. I told you, don't. And Useless picked Mangos, who lost. Anyways, I'm not salty about it because I put money on Mangos. But I had Yuri Pantarov, and on my second leg, I thought, okay, I could pick this Basanger guy who I know is gonna win, and he's gonna beat my redheaded Canelo from Kazakhstan. See, another fake Kazakhstan. He was like 14-2. He's supposed to be the truth. He's at 2017, 2019 IMMF champion. And he got his ass whooped by Basanger. And I didn't hit my parlay. I should have picked Basanger. I wanted to. And you ever do? I was just being greedy, you know? Yeah. So he fought last Tuesday already, but they both fought this week.
I remember that fight.
Know? I knew he was going to win, bro. I know he's super good. I just, you know what I mean? I was greedy, and I picked the dog to make my parlay a plus 88.
Look at these chumps, though. They're except for Talha, they're all lose. They all suck. Let me see Eric Nolan real quick before I make a decision. Now,
I know, but
at least he's complete American. Monmouth New University, Edison, New Jersey. He's close to me too, homeboy. But that's why Cage Fury. That's what I thought it was. Cage Warriors. My bad. Okay, but still, he's not very impressive either. I don't know, dude. These Ultimate Fighter Championship fights. I have no idea what to do with these things. I get to the other guy's minus 950. That's stupid. That's why I'm gonna pick him on Tapology. But if anything, this might be my
bro. Don't even do that, dog. Like Eric Nolan sucks.
I know. I'm gonna pick home the other dude on the Susakarev on Tapology.
I was gonna say I'll take your action. I'm good for it. I'll take your action.
I'm not betting anything on either one of these guys.
You can have me props.
No nada. Because look, even the line is ridiculous. 950 minus 950 plus 625 plus 400 with 3.5 points for Eric Nolan. Man, that's juicy right there. That's tempting. Not going to do it though. But that's very tempting.
I'm tempted to put a line out there myself over half a round. I don't think the guy's going to make it half a round. Over half a round plus.
On Bet Openly, you're going to do that? I'll take that bet.
He's not going to make it.
You don't know anything about this Eric Nolan. Did you watch him fight too?
Honestly, you don't need to. I mean, I don't know what you're not getting. Basanger is like, like the next coming of Jesus. Like this guy.
That's stupid.
You know what I mean? Shout out to, my Christian friends. But I mean, this man is
because he's Chechnyan, because he hangs out with Kamzat's his buddy. Let's see. Oh, look, he grabbed. That's right. Let's look at the face-offs.
Kamzat's not gonna say he's better than me just to say it. You know what I mean? He's not that type of dude. He's telling you the truth.
He grabs. Dana had to pull him apart. He touches. He grabs. You're not supposed to touch during face-offs. He grabs the back of his head. Watch. Comes right in. Look. And there it is. See? Dana has split him.
You know what I mean? I'm scared of him.
Crazy or stupid?
Crazy. Damn. That poor guy. How did he get the fight is what I want to know. What did you know? Who's like who?
Because he's Kamzat's buddy from the All-Star
Not
Training
him.
Center.
I get how he got the fight. This fucking
Eric
Eric
Nolan?
guy. You know what I mean? How does that happen, bro? Illuminati type shit.
That's why this might be a trap. It's a trap.
Nah, you're gonna see a beautiful knockout. It's gonna be something special. I thought like he would have an advantage, Eric Nolan, because I was like, dang, this is a quick turnaround for Basanger. And then come to find out, he also had a quick turnaround, and he fought recently. So it's the same deal, you know?
Yeah, and Eric Nolan doesn't have an Instagram page either. Maybe I can. I don't know. Or he might. I have to just search for it. So let me real quick see if I can pull up Eric Nolan. Eric Nolan.
We're hitting the parlays though. That's all I know. Whatever parlays we make today.
Eric Nolan, Bakersfield MMA. Is that him? Maybe.
Okay,
Eric
so
Nolan's,
he's from California.
Eric Nolan's training center. Does he run this shit? This might not be him. I don't see any. I see a bunch of kids.
If he's from Bakersfield, he's gonna lose.
I don't think. No, his thing. He's not from. He's from New Jersey, so that wasn't him. I was looking at. I don't know who he is. He doesn't have an Instagram that I could find. So, yeah, we have to go by what we have, and that's not much. It's, this. So, I picked Mangos and Christopher Ewart wrong. My bad. I picked Christopher Ewart as well on the Dana White Contender Series. Anyway, yeah, I just go with the favorite. Or pass, favorite or pass. Boo-hoo, Vin own. Next, we have, this is the curtain jerker to the main card. We've got the return of poor Tim Elliott. Man, that guy's like I want to cry when I see him. He's got the worst. You heard what happened to Tim Elliott, right? You don't. Do I got to explain?
I heard like
it?
his wife cheated on him with his best friend and got pregnant.
Kevin Kroom. They're all fighters too. They're all ex Glory MMA team.
Yeah, dude, that's like
married
having
Gina
a Bible
Mazzani.
study and
Gina Mazzani on the wedding day.
That's sacred, bro.
Best friend Kevin Kroom, and training partner, friend. Horrible. But anyway, Tim Elliott with all that past him. Is it? Not really. They have kids together and everything. It's messed up. But with all that still, now he's taking on Kaya Sakura. Kaya Sakura came in with a tough task on taking on Alexander Pantoja. Of course, he did not win. He got submitted. But before that, he was over in Ryzen getting it done against Juan Arcoleta, Yuki Mitoya. He's a good Japanese prospect out of the Ryzen. Fight over there, that scene in Ryzen. That's also where who's Astro Boy? He came from there too. But anyway, Ryzen does produce some good fighters, and Japan top team. I think he's gonna style on Tim Elliott. Tim Elliott's he's coming off a win, which is good, against Sumadarji. Before that, he lost to Muhammad Mokaev, which Muhammad Mokaev is still undefeated, I think. Let's see. I just want to check.
Yeah, I think he's in Brave, and it would have came up if he lost. That would have been news, and so we all would already know that.
14-0 for Muhammad Mokaev, and he got fired on a win over where is it? Manel Kapp. That's Astro Boy. Yeah. Manel Kapp. He's from Ryzen. Manel Kapp's from Ryzen. That was the one. Muhammad Moki had bared Manel Kapp's ass to the whole crowd and everything. Pantsed him in the middle of the fight. And Dana was like, "That's classless. You're fired, and you suck too. Nobody wants to watch you do your shitty wrestling to win." But he was winning. What is this? Oh, it's a grappling tournament. Rogerio Bonthorn. But anyway, nonetheless, Muhammad Mokaev still undefeated, so you can't take much from that loss. If you beat Victor Altamirano, Tagir Ulanbekov. So Tim Elliott's been beating some decent fighters here, losing to some decent fighters as well, though. Look at this string of losses. Brandon Royval, Askar Askarov, Davison Figueiredo. But now he's going like Tim Elliott once again. Best days behind him. How old is he? He is 38. Oh my goodness! And what is this? Is 125 pounds. You can't be over 35 wrestling or fighting at flyweight. You just can't do it. You lose too much speed. And now he's taking on. I don't think Kai Sakura is a spring chicken, but I do believe he's a little bit younger, 31. He's just barely on the wrong side of 30. Okay. Whereas in Timberlake, did I say 37? So still on the right side of 35 for Kai Sakura. Okay. And I know he's coming off that loss to Alexander Pantoja, but before that in Ryzen, he did have some good wins. Juan Archuleta's 29-4. Look at this guy, Yuki Matoya, 33-10. These guys, he lost this one. He lost it by unanimous decision, 24-5. These guys aren't cans. That's what I'm saying. Look at this guy's name, Shuto Watanabe, 22-5. You know, this guy went to Bellator. Horiguchi, isn't he like a Bellator, like a top? You're on mute, Barry. So if you're saying shit, I can't hear none of it.
I haven't said anything.
Oh, why? I'm listening. Saw your mouth and stuff. Kyoji Horiguchi beat him back in 2019. Anyway, I think Kai Sakura's he beat Manel Kapp right here. Astro Boy. See, dig back. Alatang Haley. Oh, see, even way back, he's fighting people that you know. You know what I mean? Anyway, I got Kai Sakura here. This is one of my more confident picks. Tim Elliott he's got too much baggage and shit going on in his life. Being a dad to his, Gina Mazzani's probably not the best mom. But anyway, he's got other things going on where I think Kai Sakura's got a clean train of thought, and he's just better. He's just better anywhere you look at it, except for perhaps Tim Elliott might have the better wrestling game. I would imagine that would be the only thing that's better. Kai Sakura's got him in every other category, though. So that's my pick. What do you got? Yeah, Pantoja would kill Tim Elliott.
I keep getting up, guys. I'm cooking right now. I'm making hash browns. I felt like breakfast. Feel good. It's day before the UFC, and I feel like feel good. So I'm having some breakfast. But what's this kid Kasura? Not my type of guy. Not my type of guy anyway. He's coming over. He lost his first fight, his debutante fight. And, Tim Elliott's won several UFC fights. This guy's lost a UFC fight. Tim Elliott's won several UFC fights. He's beat Tugar Ulanbekov by unanimous decision. You know what I mean? There's two, come on. Yeah. And he's 38 years old. I think he took 2 years off, which might have helped him. You know what I mean? He's going to be in there fresh, ready to go 10 rounds. We all know Tim Elliott can go 10 rounds. Okay, and then what? The old men been coming through. I think. What's his name? What's that guy's name? The Brazilian wrestler, the Olympian one.
Rodolfo Vieira or who?
No, he weighs 125 too, and he's I think won his last fight, and he was an underdog because we're all making fun of him because what the fuck is his name? It's not going to come to me. But I'm going to go with Tim Elliott. You know, he's I'm rooting for the American. I'm a huge American. I'm rooting for the American here. And you know, I'm a patriot, and this is my fight to, you know, support my fellow American here.
38, 2013, and double-digit losses. Yeah, I don't like it. This is Tim Elliott's page, too.
Big money on the Elliott side here.
Look at Brandon Moreno. He's a Lobo Jim. Flyweight street fight versus a gorilla. See, why has Tim Elliott got this crap on his page? Oh, here's a training video. How old is this? 7 weeks ago at the UPI, doing some pussyfoot dancing around on his feet, little air roundhouses, and hitting slow kicking the pads and shit. Come on.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Don't move that head. See that head movement? Yeah.
Not impressed.
Look at that rope work. Look at that. Did you see that? Conor McGregor right there, boy.
Huh?
In his prime.
Oh,
look at that Conor McGregor.
Any of that fancy shit with Kaya Sakura. Look, was that last stupid back kick? That was stupid. Let me just see. Just to be fair, let me see.
Let's go, Cody Garbrandt. That's the Cody Garbrandt right there. Let's see that Cody Garbrandt. Show him. He's paying homage, man.
All right, let's look at Kai real quick. Oh, look at that close up. Look at Tim Elliott there, looking like. Oh, here's this a good view. Oh, through the shirt right at the camera.
Yeah, K-pop bullshit.
Oh, in the back in the comments.
J-pop.
J-pop, Japanese.
There's only one, man. It's Tatsuro Taira, man. You know, come again.
I want to see how old Tim Elliott looks like when he comes toward. Look at Dana's like, get your ass over here. You got to be over here. And
it's easy money for Tim Elliott right here. 3 rounds of wrestling.
You're a kid. You're crazy. You're crazy.
3 rounds of wrestling. Aren't you a little hesitant? Don't you have that thought at all?
Not really. Look at this dude. Look at that dude. I don't know who he is, but he looks like a wrestler. Masakita Kiara. I don't know. 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu? Come on, bud. 10th, that's by you, Huntington Beach, right? I don't think he's there now, but this is 5
Planet
6
JJ.
10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu down here, Lombard. Somebody. Anyway, 6 days ago. 6 days ago. A week ago, and that was that's a nice, good training video. Who is that? I don't know, but
he doesn't even look like a fighter. Look at him. He's going to the library right there. You know?
Doing his morning walk. Right there, he looks like a fighter. Right there, he looks like a fighter.
Billy Bob.
Yeah, I'm on healthy diet. Eat red meat and I drink brown liquor. Yeah, I like Kaya Sakura here. You taking Tim Elliott?
You got to.
Huh? Okay.
Unproven. Hasn't won a UFC fight. They're trying to toss him a layup. This is Tim Elliott's specialty. I'm still trying to think of that fighter. I know the chat knows. The 40-year-old Olympian Brazilian flyweight. And he just won his last fight. But anyhow, yeah, why not?
Elliott's not fought since 2023. Why is that?
But he needed that. I'm looking at this as a positive because his skill set that he has.
Smashed knees, Gerald saying.
Really?
Yeah, smashed knees. You know? Yeah, Ishizuka is taking Kaya Sakura. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Kaya Sakura. Anyway, moving on. Next. What?
It's all good. I'm gonna stick with my bad knees. I'm a little worried now. I wish Gerald would have fucking
smashed knees.
Said something a little earlier.
Do your research.
No, I look dumb, if I go
right
back.
There, his face looks like his knees hurt right now. Oh man, my fucking knees.
So can we stop this? Can we just
all right?
Can we sit down?
Moving on. Next we have this one. We have let me pause that. The Jared Cananeer, 18-8, is taking on MVP Michael Venom Paige. Look at Michael Venom Paige doing this cryptic shit. I don't even know what the hell it is. He's doing like he's doing like the snake hand. See what I mean? Ooh, the snake. Like that's a kung fu style, snake style. Snake and Eagle Shadow with Jackie Chan. Classic movie. But anyway, Jared Cananeer, this is what people aren't getting, though. Let's pull up Jared Cananeer real quick. Jared Cananeer's been in so many main events, like headline fights and shit. He's been people are like just he's a gatekeeper type. Killa Gorilla, he's been through it. Let me just go back into his little resume here. MMA Lab, that's phenomenal. O'Malley's there. There's a couple other people. There's a couple people on this card from MMA Lab besides him. So he's not coming off a round 4 win over G-Rod, Gregory Robocop, Violent Obama, whatever you want to call it, Gregory Rodriguez. He lost to Calbrello. Okay, unanimous decision. That says something. He didn't get finished. Okay. He did get finished by Nasruddin Imavov, but look at round 4. These are headline fights. He beat Marvin Vettori. He beat Sean Strickland. He lost to Izzy, unanimous decision. Beat Derek Brunt. Look at the resume is spectacular, and most of these are headline, like Robert Whitaker. What was this, a headline fight? I mean, Khabib versus Gaethje. This was not a 5-rounder. 3-rounder, but he's been in so many 5-round fights that this 3-round fight will be, I think, an easy test to last against the stylings of MVP. MVP does have that karate style, it's hard to wrestle against him because he's got the lead leg out. He does sideways stance, so it's tough to wrestle against that. But that would be if Jared Cananeer can work in wrestling and not worry about. Michael Paige already said he's going to be flashy. He wants to make a show. He's going to be like, do some fancy, his style. It's looping. Who knows where it's coming from? Kicks and punches. And he's fast and he's really good at it. Michael Venom, MVP. But if Jared Cananeer can manage to wrestle and get it to the ground, he can smother him. Let's look at Michael Paige, because Michael Venom Paige. He's got 3 losses. All right, let's look at them. 23-3. I know he's fought wrestlers before, like Logan Storley, because MVP. Let's see, and look, a loss to Logan Storley in Bellator. Logan Storley wrestled him. That's why. He lost a bare knuckle fight to Mike Perry. So you mean to say if he can't kick, Mike Perry's boxing is better? That's what that says right there. His bare knuckle boxing is better than MVP. That says it right there. He lost to Ian Machado Gary. Okay. The people he beat that's his best win. I loved it. I made bank on that. He was plus money. I think I won like he was the cap of a parlay. I won like 100, like I want to say $900 on that fight. After he beat Shera, I was flipping. It was great. It was daytime too. It was like a day fight because it was in Abu Dhabi. But I'm just saying, Douglas Lima probably wrestled him. Oh, he lost leg kick to uppercut. Ooh, he got caught. He got caught by Douglas Lima. I mean, he's flashy and he's quick and he's, you know, he's a showman and he's good, but I got a sneaky feeling Jared Cananeer, Killer Gorilla, is gonna stuff it, just like Logan Story, take him down, and edge out a decision victory. London Shoot Fighters. All week I was on Michael Venom Paige, but as I started looking at him, like taking a look at his stats and stuff. Speaking of stats, let's take a look at his stats. Okay. Michael Venom Paige and Jared Cananeer view matchup. Okay. So look at striking. Okay. Jared Cananeer striking 4.6 per minute landed. 2.5. He's not the volume. Michael Paige, he's got that flashy shit, but he doesn't have a lot of volume. Okay. This is striking accuracy. Paige out is more accurate, 62% to 50%. And then take absorbed. Okay, so Jared Cananeer is getting 4.49, pretty 4.5 strikes absorbed, whereas in MVP 1.7. So there, of course, MVP is not getting touched as much, but the volume is on the side of Jared Cananeer. Okay, now grappling. Here we go. Jared Cananeer. It's nothing. It's not spectacular. He doesn't take a lot of attempts to take people down, but I think he can't. He's better if he does. Here, takedown accuracy 44% to 20% for MVP. Takedown defense is the same, 64, 63. Who cares? It's a wash. But that, I think, is Jared Cananeer's key to beating Michael Venom Paige, is to take this shit down. And if it does stay standing, he might outvolume him. And I don't think MVP is going to knock out Jared Cananeer. I know he's older now. What is he in age? He's I just saw it here. 80. Anyway, yeah. Oh shit. Anyway, yeah, I'm taking the dog here. I'm taking Jared Cananeer. He's plus 180 on DraftKings. Yeah. I like it. What do you think about this fight here? You got, gun to head, Jared Cananeer is my pick. Barry, unmute.
I'm still thinking.
Paige beat Shara and Holland. I know. Cananeer is 41. Yeah, I know he is.
You know what?
But Venom Paige, Michael MVP is 38. 38. That's not a big far stretch from 41. 30, 39, 40, 3 years. Who gives a shit? 3 years.
I feel like a dipshit, sitting here thinking about Sharapova Magomedov. Is that Sharap?
The one-eyed pirate?
Yeah, I feel weird. I'm sitting here thinking about him and I never really thought, last fight he got his nose broken. He kind of barely won the fight, and that's kind of how I saw him.
Only got one eye, so that was the matchup with MVP because his strikes and kicks come from anywhere. Shara's only got one eye, so we can't see him coming from the bad eye side. That's a setup. It's a setup.
Yeah, exactly. So, that was kind of my point. And he's going up in weight to where I think he's going to lose that reaction time. He's going to lose it quicker, He's going to feel slower. I mean, he's really going to feel slower. And he lost to the first well-rounded fighter that he fought. So, Sharapova Magomedov's kind of a gimmick. One-eyed. He kicks like he punches. His leg, he's like the only fighter that his legs are his jabs. He's the only one that can do it, that can keep you away with his legs, no problem. And he's kind of like a novelty. But Jared Cananeer is actually well-rounded, kind of like Ian Gary. Ian Gary is more well-rounded because he practices his jiu-jitsu. He's a little bit more well-rounded, but he's 170 pounds. Now, this guy's another well-rounded guy who's 185 pounds and used to fight at heavyweight. Fought at 205, and he looks like a tank compared to Michael Venom Page. So I got Jared Cananeer. I'm gonna say he catches him.
Did you see this? This is on Jared Cananeer's Instagram. The issues that I had with the fight is that he's not really a middleweight. Touche. So, and that's an advantage, man.
If Ian Gary could take him down,
he fought
as a 170 pounder.
Jared Cananeer took care of Strickland. Took care of him. That's why people think just because he's not flashy, Jared Cananeer. Look at that though. Look at just because he's not flashy doesn't he's good, man. Jared Cananeer is so
You know what I think he's gonna do, Ranch? You know what I really think he's gonna do? MVP is gonna come out in his long stance, and he's gonna be, doing his thing when he's hopping in and out, And I feel like Cananeer is gonna go for his legs. He's gonna leg kick him.
I think he's gonna go for I hope he goes for takedowns. I think if he gets Michael Page down and gets covered, MVP's moving up in weight class, right?
He lost to Douglas Lima by knockout, and then they had to gift him that decision because MVP was their money boy. He was the Bellator's Conor McGregor to what Conor McGregor was to UFC. MVP was to Bellator, and they gifted him that decision. It was a split decision. It was still close because Lima had his number. There's something about having a certain style where you're not really worried about the timing of MVP. You're not worried about, and I don't think Cananeer, I think he has this clock that Douglas Lima had. That's perfect. That's bad for MVP. That it doesn't bite on the first feint, and so I think he knocks him out at 41 or 40.
Look at this is MVP 5 days ago. He's trying to beef up to gain some weight so he can fight Jared Cananeer. That's what it looks like here. Is that a scar right there on his belly?
They brought out the fake box of shame, I think, for him too.
I think so as well. I don't know what they did that a lot for people that didn't even fucking need it.
Yeah, it's too much.
I don't understand what that was all about. Just bringing the box.
Prime is going to go out of business probably.
Is that YouTuber? This guy?
Yeah, he owns that Prime, the KSI. He owns more of it than Logan Paul does.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I'm jealous of all those guys. So, I'm not seeing. Look at this Paige versus Cananeer. Look at who they are. It's Kevin Hart as Cananeer.
Is that Marlon Wayans?
Is it Marlon Wayans? That's hilarious. That's funny. Anyway, I don't see MVP taking this seriously. I don't see any training pictures. I see post-training picture right here, but nothing. I'm not seeing him kicking bags or I just see him standing there sweating under a hot lamp.
Bro, he'll be slow by the second round, bro. He'll be slow and gassed out.
He might cardio out. He's 30.
Bro, think about it.
38.
He's carrying 15. Okay. He's going to struggle with the timing of Cananeer more than Shara Magomed, and I swear he was fading. And I just feel like after the first round, Jared's going to get him to fade. Even if you push him against the cage, which my MVP is not used to being held up against the cage. If Cananeer can just lay on him for a little bit, that might fill his muscles with that, what do we call it, that lactic acid. I'm worried about MVP, bro.
Look at the guy in the background punching the bag. Just getting the work done in the background. See him with the yellow shirt. He's getting more done than
a MVP. Grandpa compared to MVP.
Huh?
He's slow as fuck.
Anyways, I'm taking the dog. Here's my dog spot. Are you as well?
Yeah, just like Pablo said.
I like to hear it. That's right. Pick the Nika. You can say that, right? I can get away with that.
Yeah.
Okay, moving
from New York.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I could be from Chinatown. Still doesn't mean I can say chink. Jeff Neal. I can because I'm yellow. But next we have Hands of Steel. Jeff Neal is taking on the smoking Carlos Pratz. But I've been back and forth on this one all week because Carlos Pratz, the Nightmare. He's what that last fight against Ian Gary right here, this loss here. I had picked Carlos Pratz. He was plus money underdog. He didn't fight until the later rounds. Like he reserved himself, and it was so annoying. I'm like, when's he gonna start throwing these bombs? He didn't until like toward the end of the fight, and that's where and it was actually hurting. That was only his fifth round, was it? Right? Let me see. His last fight. Ian Machado Gary. Yeah. I remember being so frustrated. 5-round fight. He didn't even turn it on till the 5th round. And it was so fucking, I was like, what the hell is he doing? So upset with that. And that's why now I'm very, skeptical. I'm picking him over Jeff Neal. Because Jeff Neal, been there, done that, Hands of Steel Neal. The only problem with Jeff Neal, 16-6. He's not bad. What I don't like is that, remember when Jeff Neal got pulled over around Thanksgiving a few years back, caught with a gun? Do you remember that, Barry?
I don't remember that, but I remember Ian Gary making a T-shirt.
It was right
with a picture of his mugshot.
Yeah, it was right around here. It was right around this Vicente Luque win. But that, I think that's when he got, it was like, what, does it have the date? It will. I know it was around Thanksgiving time, August. Yeah, this was before it happened. Because after this fight, he got pulled over. Where is it? Before he was supposed to fight, and he lost. He lost to Shavkat. No, that was March 4th. What the frick? Where was it? I don't know. One of these times, though, he had a fight. He got caught like a few weeks before the fight, and I know it was around Thanksgiving time. And he got caught with a gun, right? But that's not the big deal. Who cares? You got caught with a gun. The big deal was he also had like a stomach infection or something. He had bad blood. He had something like major health problem that people weren't even talking about. Like his blood he had to get like maybe what's it called when they
blood transfusion?
What's it?
A blood transfusion?
Something. He had something going on with his stomach. He had an infection and he had his blood was bad and he had to do this whole thing. I don't know all the details, but I know there's something real fishy about his health back for Jeff Neal back in those days when he got caught with his gun, Hands of Steel, gun of steel. But and that's it's a big red flag for me, that because I remember in my head it wasn't a Mandela effect. It definitely happened. But now against Carlos Pratz, who disappointed me last time because he didn't start fighting until round 5. And if he fought like he did in round 5 the whole fight, he would have beat Ian Machado Gary. But he didn't, and that's what happened. But look at these. Performance of the night. Performance of the night. Performance of the night. Performance. Before he fought Ian Gary, he had 1, 2, 3, 4 of them in a row, just knocking the shit out of all these fools. Neil Magny, Jing Liang Lee, Chuck Buffalo, Charles Radke, Trevin Giles. I mean, the dude was tearing through. That's why I'm kind of on the fence with this. I don't know what to do here. I suppose I should go with the favorite and Carlos Pratz, but I don't like his last fight against Ian Gary. But I think he should be able to do it against Jeff Neal. So I'm going with Pratz here reluctantly. That's my pick. What do you think about this, Barry?
Yeah, I want to touch on this because I don't think anybody's made mention of it, but remember when Neil went into septic shock and he got congestive heart failure and kidney failure, and they had to do dialysis to clean his blood? I just wanted to mention that.
Was I just talking about that and you didn't even say nothing?
Well, I like to be the stage hog every now and again. I like.
Oh my goodness!
I know this is your channel and everything, but
I know. No, I'm glad you cleared it up because I knew it was something. Now explain what it all was. Now, why we looked at the snarl of Carlos Pratz.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is they never specified like where it came from. He just all that's out there is that he went into septic shock and it's not a blood transfusion. And you know what's weird is he's a waiter part time. He's a server. Jeff Neal is part-time.
Really?
And where do you find the time if you're really committed to being a UFC fighter and you're going against, look at the face. He's a killer. He's going against a killer against Carlos, Carlos Pratz.
Because the snarl?
Dude.
He's out of Fortis, which is good.
But for the fact that he's a waiter, for the fact that he almost died, I seen him and he was kind of like, I don't know, the way he, Shavkat finished him. And there was another fight that I was just like really anticipating Neil to be a lot better than he was. I picked him and he screwed me over. And it's happened to the best of us. But I just want to take a look real quick at UFC stats. I have it right here. Which fight was it that he looked like? Magny. I had him to beat Magny. And you know what? Magny's good, right? Because you just fucking whooped up Alexius Zaleski dos Santos. But I know everybody else had Neil to whoop Magny too. And that fight looked like shit. 35 strikes for over 3 rounds. It was so behind that fight against Neil Magny. It was super disappointing. So I think Carlos Pratz would kill Magny if he already hasn't.
Look at Neil right here in this picture. He looks like a skinny Bout Better. Bout Better.
Let's have a cigar. Doing his
cigar and drink some
burpees.
fancy beer.
Bout Better with the burpees. Do some more of those, man. I like those episodes. You know what I'm saying?
But his face does look right there. It looks like Bout Better. Bout Better. Sun's in his eye.
Yeah. Just stand in the shade, bro.
He's cornball. But look how white his sneakers are right here.
That's the cook right there from the restaurant.
Yeah, this is his Instagram is making me want to pick Carlos Pratz.
They went to the duck park. Let's go feed the ducks, and then we'll go back to work.
Let's check out. I'm gonna check out Carlos. So keep breaking down your fight. Who you thinking?
I want Carlos Pratz, bro, just for the fact that this guy lost to Neil Magny, and Carlos Pratz would kill Neil Magny if he already hasn't.
I saw I don't know who. It's like a Carlos Pratz T-shirt, and it shows his face, and it's all tattooed and shit with like a stream of smoke that spells like Pratz or something, and it was so awesome looking, and it was like just like a fan made it. You know what I mean? It's not like a. You could buy it.
He's got to be the heavy favorite, bro. I'm not like, I feel like I'm preaching to the choir by picking.
Yeah, he's minus 218. Minus 218.
Playable. That's playable right there.
Playable. That's parlayable.
Yeah, that is. Parlayable. I like that one.
It is. I'm glad we're both on it, that we finally got somebody we can put in a parlay. All right. Moving on. Next we have the co-main event. We have undefeated Lerone Murphy taking on the debuting Aaron Pico, debutante. How you gonna come your debut fight into the UFC and you're going into a co-main event against an undefeated UFC fighter? It seems kind of set up and unfair. And that's exactly what it is. What's happening? Here's the deal with Aaron Pico. He never lost a wrestling match in high school. He was I heard it's like 52-0 was his high school wrestling record. 52-0. You know why he didn't wrestle in college? He went straight to pro. He got sponsored by Nike and went on a world tour as in like the under 19 world champion. This is Aaron Pico. he's such a good, like probably the best wrestling accolades in the UFC, except for maybe Bo Nickel. And this Aaron Pico was at a different weight class. And Bo Nickel wrestled in Penn State. Aaron Pico couldn't wrestle because he got signed to a deal with Nike, like wrestling sneakers. And, he signed a deal with Nike and had to go on the pro global scene to wrestle. That's how good this dude was, Aaron Pico. But then he goes into, the pop-ups are horrible. He goes into MMA. He's at Jackson Wink. And he goes into Bellator with kind of mixed results. I mean, he comes into Bellator right off the bat, with a loss. But then he gets a bunch of these wins. Leandro Higo, some notable names. Loses again. Henry Krause, that's okay. Adam Borich, that's okay as well. These guys, then he goes against these guys, which they're nobody to write home about. Solo Hatley, just like jobbers, like nobody great. Okay. Loses to Jeremy Kennedy because that's when a step up of competition, Jeremy Kennedy. And then again, goes through these kind of somewhat jobbers. There's Henry Corrales again, got it back. And then he comes into the UFC against undefeated Lerone Murphy. Now, this is the set in the stage. This guy will become in the rankings of UFC, but because he's from a different promotion, PFL, Bellator, whatever, either or, they're gonna set him up for a loss because UFC has to show everybody that comes over from Bellator and PFL, they all lose their first one. All of them. Think about it. Who from Bellator or PFL came, like Pitbull? No. All
MVP,
of them.
MVP did.
He won his first one?
Yeah, barely against somebody they set him up to lose against.
Was that Shara Magomedov?
No. Was it?
No. Was it?
I could look it up. I'll look it up.
Anyway, I'm saying it's pretty much he's going to lose a decision, Aaron Pico. He's going to lose a decision unless he can knock out Lerone. I don't know. Lerone Murphy's undefeated. So I don't know if he's going to knock out Lerone Murphy or not.
It was Kevin Holland, by the way.
It was.
MVP
it was.
won.
But Kevin Holland chokes. Kevin Holland's like overrated.
He drops the ball.
Man, Pratz right there is looking. He's ready. Pratz is going to destroy him. So here we go. Lerone Murphy, Aaron Pico. However, here's another narrative on don't show the hand still enough from that. I agree, Dirty Reg. Welcome to the show anyway. Here's the narrative on homeboy Lerone Murphy here. Lerone Murphy from England, right? He didn't come to Chicago till Wednesday of this week.
Shout out to Brandon, bro, for that comment. And Dirty Reg. Shout out to Dirty Reg. But Brandon.
Pico doesn't even wrestle in MMA. He swings and crushes that
Brandon, bro. Thank you. I'm tired of Ranj just blazing this wrestler. You love that stuff, Ranj. It's going to be the death.
I didn't. Did I say I picked him? I'm not picking him, dude. I'm not. Let me finish. So Lerone Murphy, though, a big red flag comes in because he hasn't been here for 2 weeks, a month, like all the rest of the fighters. He rolled in on Wednesday, 2 days ago, from England. So you got to consider maybe the little bit of jet lag. Maybe he's not acclimated to the circadian rhythm of the sleep cycle for the U.S. mid-central time zone.
Wait. He just came here 2 days ago?
Wednesday.
How do you know?
I heard it from Mike Finch.
Which is weird because he learned about the fight 3 weeks ago. So you'd think he'd be here for at least 2 weeks.
Right. That's what Mike Finch was saying. However, because of the narrative on Aaron Pico coming from Bellator PFL, they're setting Lerone Murphy's going to win. He's going to win by decision. And that's my final pick. But after this, Aaron Pico will go on a run. After this loss to Lerone Murphy, Aaron Pico is going to go on a nice run. and it'll be yeah. But that's how it's going to play out. Dev or MMA Jesus, Neil all day. Hands of Steel, Neil. Okay, I agree. Ranj Murphy is a lock. I agree as well. Yeah, I'm with you. I'd like to throw Murphy by decision at plus money too. Undefeated fighter. I'm gonna tell you against Aaron Pico from Bellator, PFL, whatever. Yep, his day will come. It just won't be tomorrow. So go ahead, Barry. What are you thinking? You want to take Aaron Pico?
Honestly, dude, I was strong on Lerone Murphy. I think I'm gonna stay there. If it's 2 days ago, that's just crazy. You should go on his Instagram to see, like, maybe he got it a little earlier than that. But okay, Aaron Pico. I got tired of hearing about this guy. Like, I don't like that. I want to be like, shame on you, like I did when I picked Martin Budai and everybody was on Buchecha. You know what I mean? Shame on you to go against somebody who's a veteran in the UFC, 16-0, and you're gonna pick this guy who's lost 4 times outside of the UFC organizations. I gotta go with Lerone Murphy, boy. Just on that alone, what I just said. You're gonna pick this guy who's all lost 4 times, and I heard his story. You know, I heard his story, how he got called up by a different organization like 2 days or the day before the UFC, and he signed. And then the UFC called him, and there's nothing he could do because he had already signed. You know, that's unfortunate.
Oh, that's a story? That's what he's saying?
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. And, you know, he is a great wrestler, and they want to, you know, he's got a lot of talking points that you could just talk about. And then, you know, it's like you can look good in the future because you were talking about him good before he blew up, because he's like a boxing Golden Gloves champ. And he, not along with the Olympic wrestling. I mean, you could just glaze this guy all day, but nobody talks about his 4 losses. I mean, what's up with that? Is it because he's got it all together now? I mean, he's been a boxer, he's been a wrestler, but I guess, you know, you want to say because he beat Henry Corrales that he's the GOAT, that he's a top contender, that he can beat people in the top 5. I mean, it's gross. It's gross. And he could win this fight.
This is, 2 weeks ago. He could win this fight. There he's with Kamzat 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he looks good, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And if Lerone Murphy just got here a couple days ago, and he's almost lost fights. You know what I mean?
No,
he's almost like though. What's the one that he finished and he was losing and he would have lost that fight? Or there was one fight he got held down the whole first round and like lost it bad. And this, you know, like you said, this guy's the top wrestler, so, you know, and then one round he's lying on top of him. He wins round 1, and Murphy's gassed because he's jet lagged, like you said. Which fight was that?
Like Brandon said, Pico doesn't even wrestle. He can't. He's got the skills. He just that's so frustrating.
No, he does. He's a machine. So he goes 1, 2, 3. And then he shoots as soon as he gets his opponent to respond. I watched the play-by-play that Mighty Mouse did, and he broke it down like section by section, and he basically has his style down to a T. Aaron Pico has a high guard because he's a boxer, so he leaves all his stomach open, but he's okay with that because when somebody comes to kick him, he's going to grab the leg. He's that fast. So I might pick Aaron Pico even though I can't stand him, because it's like a perfect style matchup for him, but he's not going to be anything special. Like, this is literally the perfect matchup for him stylistically. I mean, Lerone Murphy has 52% takedown defense. Some of that's the, you know, you get taken down every other time somebody tries, and now you're going to go against an Olympic wrestler. Like, good fucking luck. You got taken down 4 times by Josh Emmett.
Drinking that coffee.
You got taken down 5 times by Gabriel Santos. Who the fuck is that guy? And that's who took down. Give me Aaron Pico. I'm sorry, Ranj. I want to take the plus money. I really do. But if he just did come in 2 days ago, I'm gonna believe Mike Finch and just he's really bad with the wrestling. I don't think Aaron Pico's gonna gas. Did you see how good he looked right now? Nah.
Right. Well,
give me Pico. It's crazy that I'm saying that. I've been on Lerone Murphy all week. I have Did I have a bet? No, I don't have no bet with him. I was going to do him and Dricus.
3 weeks ago, Lerone Murphy, but this is in Manchester. You see the map. That's what
I'd be really fucking up I'd be fucking up our parlay with this one, Ranch. Because if he hits, it's plus money. This is the one that if I pick Lerone Murphy and we pick him for the parlay, it would shoot our parlay through the roof. But I can't, bro. I think this is the perfect stylistic matchup for the UFC does not like Lerone Murphy. They don't like him. He only wins by decision. They don't like that shit.
I'm telling you, they're gonna have UFC fighter beat the Bellator.
Look who Dana's looking at right now, bro. He's like, you go out there and you kick the shit out of this motherfucker. That's what he's saying right now with his eyes. Look at Dana. You go
listen to Dave. Pico ain't got nothing.
You want a t-shirt bet? You Mr.
We already got two.
I know, I don't care. I'm gonna be a full closet full of new clothes, bro. I'm gonna take a picture, send it to everybody. I'm gonna have 5 shirts just hanging up.
Okay.
For this weekend.
I'll t-shirt bet you.
Another one?
Why not?
Let's go, bro.
I'm -1 t-shirt to you right now, right?
All right. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I owe you 2.
That's the worst that could happen for you. The worst that could happen for me is I'll owe you 4.
Write it down. I'm gonna come back. I know we got 3. I'm gonna just mark it. We got 3 in my mind right now because I don't want to write it down.
I've written down every time. 3 t-shirts.
Yeah, but you won't tell me if you lose. I gotta remember.
Well, I got them. I got every single fight. I got it. I got the record.
Pico,
I got a record. All right. Moving on to the main event. Next, we have what everybody's been waiting for. Dricus du Plessis taking on Khamzat Borg. Is it Borg? Borz Shamayv. Khamzat Shamayv. Okay, so Dricus, the present champ. Let's see. Now, all the times, now Tapology wants to go slow. Okay. Dricus, the middleweight championship, is defending his belt against Khamzat Shamayv. Borz. Both of these guys on big runs. Khamzat never undefeated fighter. That's why he's a big -240 favorite. Nor throw this in the sink. Stop drinking the coffee. You're going to be up all night doing that. Is taking on Dricus du Plessis. When's the last time he's lost? Still knocks. Dricus, the champ, and you know what? He's been getting it done. It's not looked the best, but he's been getting it done. He hasn't lost since, holy smokes. Is that right? 2018? Is that the last time he's taken? Wow, it has. He hasn't lost since 2018. That is pretty impressive. I didn't realize that. Fight of the night, too. He got knocked out in round 3. Roberto Soldic. But you know what? Dricus, the South African fighter, has never seen a wrestler as good as Khamzat. Khamzat's aggressive wrestling is impossible for anybody to put down. I don't know who can defend it. Who can defend against Khamzat's wrestling? If he wants to go wrestle, and if it does stay standing, though, Khamzat can also bang. He can stand up and bang. But look, what I think is going to happen is somewhat similar to what happened to Robert Whittaker, like a face crank. It's going to. I'm predicting Khamzat with some sort of an early submission, Darce choke, face, or ground and pound. He's going to implement wrestling hard and fast, take down Dricus in the first round, and either get ground and pound or ground and pound here, or he's going to submit him, and it's going to be quick. I think round 2 before the championship rounds even come, Khamzat will already be a champ. That's my prediction. I don't think Dricus is completely. He had on media day. Dricus is like, let's see him come 5 rounds. Let's see who can last. because he's saying his cardio can hold out longer than Khamzat Shamayv, but is not going to have to hold. The durability is going to have to hold because Khamzat's going to come with fury and fire in the first 3 rounds and come with it. And I don't think Dricus is going to be able to defend the onslaught, and he's going to be barraged with a ground and pound, making Khamzat the and new. But what do you think?
You know what? No, I'm not. Dricus, what he's done is super impressive. Same thing with Shamayv. And I think what helps Dricus is that he's super well-rounded. You know, like he's a better grappler than Sean Strickland. He's always got an edge on somebody. He's like just good enough a striker, but the grappling is kind of what saves him. Like Adesanya, you know, he's just barely behind the step with the striking, but he's going to eventually, you know, get you with the grappling. Kind of like Chase Hooper, but better than Chase Hooper. And this is where he's not going to be able to take advantage of that, you know, get his game, basically. I don't like that he couldn't finish Sean Strickland because I kind of feel like maybe Khamzat could finish Sean Strickland, and I could be wrong about that, and we'll never know because Sean's a fucking dumbass. But I got to go with Shamayv as well, especially because, like I said, I just think, you know, you're talking the talk, but you really lost the first fight versus Sean Strickland. And I think Khamzat, I'm guessing, beats him 10 out of 10. So I'm taking that fight instead of just, you know, overloading my brain with all these other fights. That's a bold
statement, but I kind of agree with you.
Yeah. So, Gesundheit, Ranch. I'm going to go with
that was Nora. That's my daughter. Nora.
I got to go with Borge. You know, just for the and I think he's put on some muscle, you know what I mean? You know, I could make myself hesitant and I could say, you know what, look, that close fight was with Gilbert, what's his name?
Burns, like Dave is saying.
Yeah.
Dave's picking Dricus right here. Look, Dricus finishes him easy. That's nuts.
A t-shirt bet you did.
Oh, wardrobe bet on bet.
Shit. He owes me one anyways. We should bet on it.
Look at this pick right here. No, he's got one for you. It's coming on the mail. Look at there's his homo boy. What's his name? Susakarev. That's that guy.
Oh, his butt buddy.
Yeah.
According to Eric Nolan.
Yeah,
he's gonna knock Iron Nolan out for talking
that
shit.
Word for word. I know you're Khamzat's butt buddy, but you're not Khamzat. That's exactly what he said on media day. I know you're Khamzat's butt buddy, but you're not Khamzat.
Hey man, they're worried. You know why they had that meeting? They're like, Khamzat, when you win the championship, you're not going to retire, right? You're not going to just fight once every 2 years, right?
Because that was the rumor. He's going to win and then quit because he had he's got COVID and physical problems.
He's got baby lungs.
You know, come fight week and stuff, you don't hear nothing about his COVID and you know how he was almost on death's door and shit like that.
I think that Chechen president was like,
huh?
I always felt like that president was like poisoning him or some shit, like trying to
look at that vein right there in his head. Look at that thing, Jesus.
He got his fucking chromosome fixed. He's back.
I guess
he's back. He got his lung fixed. That's blood pumping good. That's good.
Yeah. So yeah, we're both on the Khamzat side.
Absolutely. He's gonna do it.
And he is a minus 265. Okay, so now we have to come up with 3 fights that we agree on that we can make a bet here.
Whenever I switch, we win. If I got to switch, I'll switch. It's a good luck charm.
Oh, Jesus. Let me log in again. Okay. All right. So this was my full card I had going before I stopped doing it. But let me finish this off real quick, and then we can make our parlay. So full card bets. Let's see. Eric Nolan. I'm not touching that one because of this chalk.
You're not going to prop round 1 knockout?
No, I'm not doing any of that stupid stuff. I will take Kai Asakura. Now this one, I'm taking Cananeer plus 3.5 because just kind of play safe. But I think Cananeer is going to win straight out. But I'm not going to be greedy. This is a full 7 legs already. This is a full card thing. Carlos Pratz and Lerone Murphy.
I have a question. Can I ask you a question about this? This spread. If Carlos Pratz is minus 3.5 and you pick him like minus 3.5 and he knocks him out, does that count as a win?
Yeah. Yes. That's a win. If you got to finish to get to 3.5, you have to either finish them or get unanimous decision on all the judges' scorecards. That's how you win the minus 3.5.
That's a good one.
Okay. Yeah, it is. But it drops it down to minus 135 too.
I like that.
What I got? I got Lerone Murphy, taking him plus 3.5 because Aaron Pico, that might be, I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm going with the narrative that a Bellator fighter is not going to come in on his first debut fight and beat an undefeated UFC fighter unless he does by finish. And Lerone Murphy doesn't get finished. He doesn't even get beat. Lerone Murphy doesn't even lose. You know what I mean? And finally comes, so my 10-pick parlay for $10. Come on, $10 pays out $500. Not bad.
A good one.
Not bad. But 10. That's all 10 fights. Got to hit right. And I do have some plus. I got some plus point ones. Anyway, so now for our thing now, starting from the beginning, we have Alibi, Idiris, but at minus 455, we're not doing that. We're both on Dione Barboza. She's plus money. You want to throw that one in there?
Huh? I mean, Dave is watching the show. If he wasn't watching the show,
usually we have to have 3 people agree, and it's the 2 of us. So that's all. It's all we can do. All right, we'll put that on reserve. If we have to pick that, we will. Okay.
Okay.
We're split on. We have a T-shirt bet on Barboza, Edson Barboza versus Ricardo Klose. You're taking Klose. I'm taking Edson. We have another T-shirt bet on Alexander Hernandez and Chase Hooper.
Okay. Long sleeve. But, I mean, Chase is kind of chalky though. Chase is a little chalky anyway.
It is. I got Chase. You got Alexander. That's why you get a long sleeve T-shirt if you win. But that's pretty much a T-shirt for me. Win it back. We're both on Loopy Godinez, but another girl fight. All right, we're both on Mikhail Olszewski against my man GM3, and Mikhail Olszewski is where is he? Right here, minus 218. So that one, lock it in, yeah.
Yes.
Mikhail Olszewski locked in. Fighting Nerds. That's why he's on Fighting Nerds now. Had an 8-week camp with them. He's undefeated since he's been on there. Not bad. This stupid thing, minus 950 for Kamzat's butt buddy. That's just stupid. You can't do that. I'm on Kai. You're taking Tim Elliott. So nothing there going on. And it's not that chalky. It's 3-1. We're both on Jared Cananeer. Plus 180. Or we can take him plus points, but let's get greedy with it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Plus 180 money line. Jared Cananeer. Oi, it makes me nervous, but I like it. Both on Carlos Pratz, minus 218. And that one I'm good with because Jeff Neal's, what he had, sepsis?
Yeah, he had a septic shock and he had congestive heart failure when it happened, and his kidneys failed. And he's a server, and he goes to the park at the duck park and hangs out when he's supposed to be training.
Yeah, and he looked like a cornball. He looked like Bout Better in that picture on Instagram. And he also got caught with a gun on Thanksgiving.
Fucking idiot.
We have a t-shirt bet for Laurel Murphy, Aaron Pico. And finally, we're both in agreement that Kamzat's going to win. But here's our three-legger at plus 495. Not bad. I'll throw a 20 on there. $20 will win me 119 for this. And place bet. There it is. So I'm going to copy paste that thing. And we'll get onto it. Let me get off that. All right, so few my bets are plus. Oh, I want to do that MLB or BLM parlay with Hooper. I want to throw.
The only reason though, like it sucks now, is because we'll have Cananeer in both, and we'll be like relying on some 41-year-old to get us like not bust our parlay up.
Oh well, we can tear it apart, put it back together. We'll see what happens because Cananeer is fighting Michael Venom Paige, who is also a person.
Oh, that's true too. They're blackness.
So you can. So we can actually not do that one.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. I got to catch up with.
Then that leaves us with
who's better, Old Usman, Old Burns, or Champion du Plessis? Just because Dave's got this thing for Drikas. What time is DDP versus Shamayv? Probably around 11:30 Eastern time tomorrow. 11:30 p.m. Eastern time, somewhere around there. That's late. Is the main card starts around 10? Yeah, 10 o'clock Eastern time. So if you're in California, that's 7 o'clock, right? Yeah. Okay, DDP hasn't fought a finisher in the UFC, hasn't beat anyone more than 2+ finishes in the last fight. Brandon B with the stats. I love it. Love it. DDP's 9 UFC wins have combined 7 finishes since 2020. Kamzat has 6 finishes in that time. Thank you, Brandon B. Thank you for that fantastic stats. Look, Dave, against old kids. Dave's such a hater. Against old kids.
No, you had it backwards. The fights start at 3:30 p.m.
That's right. Smash everyone. Him and his butt buddy. What's his butt buddy's name? I keep forgetting. Susakarev.
Best singer. The singer.
In the media day, Susakarev even said something to Nolan that Nolan, what's the name?
Nolan Ryan.
Eric Nolan Ryan. He's a pitcher for the ex-pitcher for the Rangers, Nolan Ryan. Eric Nolan. He said against Eric Nolan, he's like, oh, that doesn't matter. I'll smash you. Smash. That's right. Smash everyone. He talks just like him. Anyway, love it. Let's put my paste.
I mean, we're really gonna put Jeff Neal. We don't. It was funny, but we don't have to commit suicide.
Hold on. Plus money.
Because it would be Murphy, Neal, and Hooper for the BLM.
No,
which would
throw in
that would pay a fortune. I would
love Murphy.
Yeah. That's who he had. He had MVP, Murphy. He had all the black guys, but 2 of them are fighting each other. So
right. Well, we can take MVP. He's a favorite. It's just
that's a good idea. We should do that.
We'll take that'll be opposite our this pick. Hold on. 3-pick parlay is plus 495. Old say check. Because we have Cananeer in this one and Carlos Pratz. It's going to be kind of like a hedge. We could do a coming from Bellator parlay. Who else is coming from Bellator besides Pico? I don't know who else is coming from there. Kaya Sakura's from Ryzen. Anyway, here it is. The plus money junkie parlay is Michael Olszak, Jared Cananeer, Carlos Pratz. Remember last week, the plus money junkie parlay hit. My $25 turned into $330 last week, and that was on Eric McConico, dog, Andre Feely, dog, and we had one favorite in there. Who was that? The last. You're on mute. Who was the last?
No, I'm yelling at my kid. She's ready for. It's been 2.5 hours and I haven't talked to her. So
who was the last person? Andre Feely. Oh, John Masamoto. Yep, those three turned $25 into $330 last week. This week, it's $20 is going to turn into, what did I say?
490.
No, $20.
119.
120.
Hey, shout out to Mythical Owl. I'm going to play Kai Sakura, Michael Paige, and Aaron Pico for the coming from a different organization.
There you go. That's we'll say not UFC. The not UFC.
The not
parlay.
UFC parlay.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
Doesn't pay as much as I want, but I'm getting plus 220.
All right, who we got? We got Pico,
Paige, and Asakura. Shout out to Mythical Owl.
Favorite. They're all favorites. That's why they're all favorites as well. Ooh. And anybody else we could throw in here? No. Okay, so that's plus 200. So double your money. It'll double your money. $10 bring you back 20 plus your 10, so that's $30. Doing my bets, but I still want to do that BLM one, so we're gonna work on that. Thank you, and Paige.
Oh yeah, shout out to you, sir.
Not from UFC parlay. 3 picks parlay. So plus 200. We got Paige, Pico, and Kai. This is a good one as well. And this one is more likely to happen because they're all favorites. Just putting that out there as well. And finally, I'm gonna do a BLM parlay because we do that often, but this time I'm gonna do it with opposites. Is Kareem Silva? Nah. Would you say Kareem Silva's personal color?
Shit, if I just met her.
Yeah, but okay, she doesn't qualify, I guess. We'll just go with Jeff Neal. I don't like it. Well, how about Jeff Neal plus points? Okay, that's a little bit better. Lerone Murphy. We do him plus points as well. No, we'll just do it regular, rough, make it pay. And we'll throw, who do you want, Paige or Cananeer?
We're getting so crazy with it. I want to do like an all lives matter with like Drikas and Tim Elliott.
Well, we're putting Chase Hooper in there, remember? Because the picture. Because the Chase.
That's right.
Hooper.
Yeah. No, we'll stick to the script. Yeah, let's do shit. So we got are we gonna do Lerone Murphy, Chase Hooper, and Neal?
Yeah, and also I'm gonna throw in Michael Paige. Venom Paige.
You're gonna throw Michael Paige. We shouldn't even throw Michael, but just if you're gonna have Neal, that's a miracle enough. Let's just like
all right. That's at plus 815. Am I sure? Here, look. Here it is.
That would be a miracle of
look. Jeff Neal plus money, Lerone Murphy plus money, Chase Hooper not, but all this together
Black
right here.
Lives Matter, boy.
815, and Chase Hooper. He requested that he be put in the Black Lives Matter parlay. He asked for it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm doing him that favor because he's all excited to go to Chicago and be like
to go to O Block.
He's just thinking he could say that because he's young, talking about jerking off and shit. I jerked off too much.
Is that really? I don't even know about that. Really?
Yeah, he said that in the last time he won on his post-fight interview that he jerked off way too much. He would have got a finish or something like that.
It's too many finishes. That's what.
Yeah.
Chase. I gotta find that picture again. Hooper.
Damn, I love you guys. I love you, chat. Man, Ranj, I gotta get out of here pretty quick.
All right, we're almost done. I just gotta show.
It's a great show. I enjoyed the show very much. It was a good chat. A lot of comments.
All right, so this is why right here. The Hood coming to take over Chicago, and look at Chase Hooper in there. That's the best. Actually, the best is the other picture with the.
He's got a do-rag on. Out of all of them, he's the most black.
I know
that's crazy, bro.
Best. Okay, all right. So let me just finish this last bet, and then I'll post it, and then
you're good. Good night, Dave. Hope you had a
good night,
day.
Dave.
We need to make some money tomorrow.
Tell your boy we said hi.
I'm getting up early. I need to make some more money because I really want to play this weekend for some reason. I don't really care usually as much, but I want to do these parlays, all three of them, for fun, and then make a couple of my own.
Okay. BLM parlay. 3-pick parlay plus 815 because we have Hands of Steel, Jeff Neal, Lerone Murphy, and our favorite black guy, Chase Hooper. There he is. Okay. I didn't space it out, but that's fantastic. Perfect. Thank you, chat. Best of luck tomorrow. This is in Chicago, but I think it's normal time as every other pay-per-view that's in the United States. Like, 6 o'clock says start time for that's Eastern. So those on the West Coast are lucky enough to have it during the midday.
With all the fights that fell off, it'll probably be more like 3:30, and they're going to talk a bunch about a bunch of fucking advertisements and bullshit, but, you know.
Oh, yeah, of course. But anyway, fantastic show, guys. Best of luck tomorrow. And put the house on this guy. I'm pretty confident that Khamzat's going to – he's probably my most confident fight on the entire card, to be honest with you. Him and who was the other? There was somebody else
Kaya Sakura, you're pretty high on him.
Yeah, that was the other. Yeah, because Tim Elliott's got too much shit going on with his
bad knees, apparently.
Bad knees.
Daryl decided to tell me, after I glazed
Tim Elliott. So, and you can change your Tapology still.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right, guys. Peace out. Thanks for tuning in, and best of luck tomorrow. I'll see you guys next week. All right.
Sounds good.
All right.
Take care. Peace.
Later.